Zerman here at the Baruch College as we are here for the Lady Max versus the Old Westbury. I am here by my side with my brother Yeshiva Zerman, who will be giving the color commentary tonight.
It's great to be out here in Baruch College. Sorry for the delayed start.
We have a 4-2 ball game. Old Westbury in the lead, 8:12 remaining in the first quarter. It has been a tough battle so far, both teams trading early layups. We have the Lady Max with the ball underneath the hoop, inbounding the ball.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a tough matchup for the Max. Old Westbury looks big. They've been aggressive early on. Let's see what the Max can do.
Owens with the shot. That's a that's a three-pointer. She'll take all three of those, and that will give the Max a 5-4 lead. But right back comes Old Westbury. Oh, blown layup by number 25. Here comes Owen back down the court. Moving to the right, gets pressured. They double her. She gets out of it. And she draws a foul on a jump shot. Jasmine Robinson, number 21, shocked by the call, but she'll be shooting 2 at the line.
It looks like that foul might be underneath on the pass. It looked like she might have been going to Simi Rosner there.
21, Jasmine Robinson, her first.
I think one of the keys for the Max tonight is going to be to handle the rebounds. Definitely looks like they're outsized, but if they can handle the rebounds, they're shooting well. You know, maybe I think they got a chance.
Owen missed that three-pointer, but rebounded by the Max. Another miss, and that ball is going out of bounds. Algie with the chase. The Panthers will be bringing around the ball. Right now, we're on the court for the Lady Max. We have Julia Owen, Rachel Mursky, Michal Algie, Simi Rosner, and Esther Kersner. And for the Old Westbury Panthers, we have Olivia Ilardi, Raven Pence, Jasmine Robinson, Crystal Barnes, and Brigid McNeil. 7:33 remaining. Jump shot by Crystal Barnes, the center, the 5'10 center, one of the best players for the Panthers.
She's already got 4 points early. She's going to be in trouble down low.
And the Panthers retake the lead 6-5. Here comes Kersner. Dishes it to Rachel Mursky at the three-point line. Swings it back to Kersner on the right wing. Tries to throw it down low to Rosner in the post. Back swinging it around to Owens on the right wing. Michal Algie working to the post, calling for the ball, trying to get position. Owen. A beautiful move, but misses the layup. Here comes Raven Pence. A Crystal Barnes drive, no good. Rebound by the Panthers, again no good. Bridget McNeil tries, kicks it out to Olivia Ilardi. Wide open Pence. She'll take all 3 of those.
Yeah, Pence leads the team in three-point shooting. That's going to be a quick timeout here for the Max. They've really got to watch out on those rebounds. I mean, that was 2 offensive rebounds in that possession.
Now, I've been watching the game so far, and I'm impressed with how the Lady Max have been moving the ball, but they have not been able to hit their shots, and that's going to be key.
Absolutely. I mean, the ball movement's been there, the shots have been there. They just got to connect. They're clearly their best player is definitely Owen. You keep going to her, the ball keeps getting swung around, and when it gets to her, she hits the hoop, and she's got to hit some shots. She's got to pass the ball in the lane. She does it all for them.
It's going to be key for the Lady Max to be focusing in on this 5'10 center, Crystal Barnes, number 22, a junior from Brooklyn, New York. She is the star player of this Old Westbury team, and their offense seems to flow through her.
Yeah, Jasmine Robinson and Raven Pence are the 2 girls by her side who generally pick up the slack when either Barnes gets into foul trouble or is out of the game. One big key for the Max is to get that Barnes in foul trouble. She already has one. She has already fouled out at 2 games this year.
Here comes Kersner bringing the ball down the right side, picked by Algie. Swings the ball to the other side of the court, and a foul on number 10, Olivia Ilardi. Ilardi's a 5'7 senior guard. She plays majority of the game, but is not much of a scorer. She's been there more for her defensive prowess, and she usually locks down the opponent's best player.
Yeah, she's a great role player. I mean, she plays D, she rebounds the ball well. She's not necessarily your best scorer, but she does what she's got to do.
Kersner now getting stuck. Swings the ball to Mursky. Mursky now in the corner. Looks to Rosner inside. Rosner with the layup. No, way off. Rebounded by Brigid McNeil. McNeil's been a beast on the board so far. Here comes Raven Pence dribbling the ball down to Robinson on the wing. Robinson back to Pence. Pence driving into the lane to Robinson for 3. Yes, sir! A hot 3-point start for the Panthers, and the Lady Max definitely need to tighten up on defense. The score is 12-5 with under 6 minutes remaining. Here comes Kersner to Owen on the wing. Owen driving in. Robinson ties her up and knocks the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to need to have someone else besides Owen, score the ball. It looks like already Old Westbury's going to send a double team at Owen whenever she touches it.
And with good reason. She is the best player and has proven that she can score. Rosner goes up to the left and is blocked by Brigham McNeil. Here comes Jasmine Robinson to Raven Pence. Misses the rebound. Barnes! And one!
Yeah, that's that pace that Old Westbury has shown early on. They're going to get out. They're going to get out in transition every single time they can. They're going to run, and if it's not the first shot, it's going to be the second or third. And Max are making subs early.
Here we got Colton Hasdorf and Tess Blaustein all subbing in as Algie, Kersner, and Rachel Mirsky will take a seat.
Yeah, the Max looks like they need to change something up out there. They really look, they look like on offense. They don't really have a really set offense, and defensively, they're having a real tough time with that big man Barnes.
Barnes hits the free throw, pushing the lead to 15-5 with 5:37 remaining. Here comes Hasdorf calling a play as she brings up the ball. Hasdorf swings it to Tess Blaustein. Blaustein dribbling on the middle. Passes it to Owen. Owen for three. Nothing but air. Saved by Blaustein. She hits Colton on the wing. Blaustein swings it to Owen. Owen now trying to call a play, looking for a pick. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Forces up a shot, nothing but backboard, and here come the Panthers.
And they're
Jasmine
out again.
Robinson, Barnes with her by her side. She hits Barnes. Yes, ma'am. That's another 2 points for Barnes.
Barnes early on.
17-5 lead.
Barnes early on has been killing the Lady Max. They've really got to, toughen up down low. And
Hasdorf pours another play. Here she's got Mirsky on the side. Mirsky drives down the right. Layup no good. Rebounded by Barnes. Here comes Jasmine Robinson looking for McNeil. No.
And we have 2 subs here for Old Westbury. Point guard Kendra Jordan's coming in. The only player in either team that's under 5 feet. And at number 24, Nikki Alexander, a forward.
She's got some height coming off the bench, and they look for her to continue with the rebounding.
It looks like Michal Algie is going to sub in next whistle for the Max.
Here comes Hausdorff being guarded very tightly by Kendra Jordan. Here she goes. She gets past her layup. No, off the rim. Attempt by Rosner. She gets the save. Hausdorff for the jumper. No. Rebounded by newly subbed in Nikki Alexander. Here comes Kendra Jordan to Jasmine Robinson. Back. Oh, missed the layup. Barnes with the rebound. No, misses that layup too. But that was deflected off the Max. And we're staying here. Panthers ball.
It seems as like every single time Old Westbury misses a shot, they get a rebound and they get another shot and another shot. Max have got to be stronger down low.
Rosner, the big man for the Max, comes off. Subbed in by Michal Algie, number 55. Robinson finds Raven Pence. Pence for three. No, that's off. Owen with the rebound. Owen looking to push. Always has her head up. Algie's running the court. She hits her for the layup. No, misses it. Barnes with the rebound. Up to Jasmine Robinson, and we're coming right back. Raven Pence now on the right wing. No, drives in. No, they call a carry on that drive, and we're going back down. Lady Mac ball.
Great look by Owen there. I mean, she had Algie cutting. She sent it over one, under another. Great pass. Algie's got to finish that.
Monique Joseph looking to sub in for the Panthers. Looks like she'll come in next whistle. Yael Hausdorff bringing up the ball. Looks for Tess Blaustein on the wing. She's got Colton in the high post. Colton deflects the pass, cannot control it. Stolen by Barnes. Here comes Barnes, not known for her dribbling, but she looked to take it to the hoop. And she is fouled by Owen, going up. Another 2 shots for Barnes.
Generally, when you have a big man like that with the head of speed, you want to foul her, but she leads the team in free throw percentage. She's shooting over 75%, so she's not necessarily the one you want to be fouling either. She's really a great all-around player.
And that's a dangerous combination. If you got size, you got speed, and you can hit your free throws, you're going to score a lot of points in this league. 3:35 remaining in the game, 17-5, Panthers leading. The first free throw is up, and it is good. Pushing the lead to 18-5. We got a sub. Number 15, Tori Belling subs in for Jasmine Robinson, number 21.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Max early on, they were pretty excited for this game. Max Madness, a lot of juice, and they came out pretty hot. They were up 5-4 early, but since then they've cooled off, and I think, they've got to start playing D, and the D will turn into offense.
I agree with you. Barnes hits her other free throw, and she comes out, and she has played an excellent first quarter, and the bench gets up to give her a nice amount of high fives for how she's done so far.
Yeah, she's already got double digits early on,
19-5 lead here, 3:32 left. Here comes Hausdorff down the ball. Kendra Jordan all over her. A crossover, driving left. She goes up for the layup. No, off the rim. Rebounded by Nikki Alexander. Back to Jordan, who brings it up to newly subbed in Tori Bellings, who goes up and is fouled. We got a blocking foul on Tess Blaustein. Tried to get positioning there underneath, but was too late sliding over. We have Tori Bellings now shooting 2. Tori Bellings, the freshman. What do you think about freshmen playing so many key minutes in a game?
I think it's important. If you get freshman minutes early on in their career, they can develop. By senior year, you're gonna have some stars.
100% as Bellings misses the first. 19-5 lead, 3:18 remaining. The Macs are gonna need a run here to end out this quarter. Get some confidence back, get the momentum back. They have given up now after that Bellings free throw. 16 straight points, a 16-0 run by the Panthers. Here comes Hausdorff bringing the ball up. Dribbles to her left, hits Owen by the 3-point line. Algie coming for the pick. Owen doesn't use it, back out to Algie. Algie drives in on a crossover. Takes it to the lane and is fouled by number 33, Monique Joseph.
Yeah, it might be time for another timeout here for the Macs. Last timeout, it didn't seem to really change anything. Maybe coaches got to talk things over, try to change their strategy, because right now their offense looks very stagnant.
100%. Here comes the inbound play. The Macs have had success so far finding open girls on the inbound play. Here's to Algie. Algie spins right, loses the ball, and she is tied up for a jump ball. We're going back down to the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, the Macs have this great inbounds play where one big sets a screen for the other one comes around in the curl. Just haven't been able to finish. It's really 2-3 feet from the hoop. Got to finish those.
Owen has been able to find them, but finishing, you're right, is the key to those inbound plays. Hausdorff all over Jordan to Raven Pence. Down low to number 33, goes up for it. And Tess Blaustein with a foul. That's her second in a few seconds here. Blaustein is a very aggressive defender, but she always has a lot of foul trouble, leading the team in fouls.
Absolutely, she leads the team in fouls, and she definitely doesn't lead the team in minutes. So she definitely got to cut down on the fouls and keep get her minutes up.
Maccabees looking to sub in 3 new girls, as the first free throw by Monique Joseph is off.
And Owen's coming out of the game. Max are going to need to find some offense right now.
And Blaustein all coming off. Yeah, you're right. The offense does run through Owen, but they're going to need somebody else to step up here. 25 ball game, 2:52 left here in the first quarter. 4 fouls on both teams, so not close to the penalty yet.
Absolutely, and I really like the way the point guard Hausdorff's been playing. She's really been able to create. She's been able to get in the lane. The finishing hasn't been there for the Macs thus far, but I do like what she's doing out there.
Joseph hits the free throw, pushing the lead to 21-5. Hausdorff dribbling up top. Drives right, Jordan trying to stay with her. Loses the ball momentarily, but regains possession. Swings it to Mirsky. Back to Hausdorff in the corner. Tries to make a pass, but stolen by Pence. Here comes Pence on the fast break. One Maccabee back. Takes it to the lane. Oh, and that's going the other way. Excellent defense.
Yeah, that's one of those 50-50 calls. You don't know if it's going to be a charge or a block, and the ref decided to eat the whistle there. Interesting call, and Pence is coming out.
Great defense by the newly subbed in Dina Rubin. Dina Rubin is a forward out of Lawrence, New York. Went to SKA High School. Doesn't usually get a lot of minutes. We'll see what she can do here. Coach is looking deep into the Lady Macs bench.
Absolutely, and it looks like, aside from the person with the ball, the Macs aren't really moving without the ball. I don't see a lot of off-ball screens. I know sometimes it's tough, but they've got to start moving. And there's our
driving down the right side. Hits to Dina Rubin, to the corner to Hausdorff. Back up top to Kersner. Kersner driving right. Algie's working down low. She's calling for it, but no, stolen by Monique Joseph. Joseph to the lane, a lefty layup, yes.
Yeah, this old Westbury D has been awesome. It's a great zone. It's trapping the corners. It's that big man pops out on top for that steal, and they've been getting many of them.
And the steals have been turning into points, scoring a lot of points off these steals. Here's Hausdorff looking for an open receiver. She's got Algie down low. Algie crosses over, drives to the lane, lefty layup. Pretty move by
Absolutely.
Algie. And that breaks a long scoring drought for the Macs. Hopefully this can start something up. That lead is 23-7 for the Panthers. 1:39 left in the quarter.
That is a good, strong move there by Algie.
Lovely lefty finish. Here comes Tori Bellings to the lane. Dishes it off to Nikki Alexander, who misses the layup.
And Nikki Alexander was able to put that one in again on a second chance opportunity for the Panthers.
The Panthers have really been dominating the boards, and that's something the Macs are going to need to change. Here comes Mirsky, looking back down low to Algie. Algie to Kersner. Kersner for 3. No, off the front rim. Jordan with the rebound. That's the shortest player on the court at just 4'11", grabbing her rebound, and she's an aggressive one. She's not going to give up easily on those rebounds. Swings it to the corner to number 20, Imani Liriosi for the 3, but no good. Oh, Jordan again with the rebound. Wow, beautiful feed to a wide open Monique Joseph for another 2, pushing the lead to 27-7 with just 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Hausdorff back driving down the right side to Algie up top. Algie driving in left. All right, here comes a foul. Looks like we have a hand on the a hand check, and Algie will go into the line.
One thing I really liked about Kendra Jordan is her vision on the court. I mean, she's not so big. She knows she might not get a lot of shots up, but she's going to get in that lane and she'll find the open man. And she's been doing that. She had someone she created a wide open three, and then later got an offensive rebound and was able to get herself a nice assist.
Algie misses the first. One sub in, Simi Rosler coming in for the Max. 2 subs in coming in for the Panthers.
Algie leads this Lady Max team with 11 rebounds a game. I'm surprised she hasn't been more aggressive on the boards. They're going to need her to step up.
Yeah, the Max have definitely been getting killed on the boards, and that's something that's going to need a change in this second quarter. 40 seconds left here in the first. As she shoots a free throw, missed. Rosner tips it but cannot control it. Rebound grabbed by Bridget McNeil. And here comes Jasmine Robinson, number 21. Swings it to Olivia Ilardi on the wing, number 10. Back down low to McNade. McNade for 2. No. Air ball. That's going back the other way.
Yeah, she rushed that one. She turned. She didn't think she would have anything, and she was just so open. She didn't know what to do, so she threw it out of bounds. This is going to be the last possession of the quarter if the Max decide to make it that way.
Owen subbing in for Algie for the last possession. Maybe they can run some offense through her.
And you see Westbury, they set up in this high 2-3 to put on some pressure, and at the same time try to get a steals early.
Here comes Owen. Owen swings it to Kersner on the wing. Kersner driving in, loses the ball, but back out to Owen. Owen by the three-point line, looking for another. A beautiful crossover, and Jasmine Robinson tripped her up. Robinson not happy with the call, but from my viewpoint here, that definitely looked like a foul.
Yeah, I mean that was one crafty move. I think Robinson was just a little bit she was a little bit taken by surprise that Owen tried pulling that, and she just tripped her. She had nothing else to do.
So that's her second foul, getting in a little bit of early foul trouble. Here comes Owen up the line, hits the first, cutting the lead to just 19 points with 6.8 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, it's important to get her going. I mean, she leads the team in almost every category. She leads the team in points, assists, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, so they've really got to get her the ball in good positions to score.
Owen on the second free throw, no good. But fighting for the rebound is Mursky. Did not get it. Here comes Robinson. 1 second left. Swings it to number 20, but the shot was,
It is no good.
A beautiful shot by number 20, Imani Lariosa, but Lariosa's shot was a little bit after the buzzer. They have waved it off. 27-8 after one quarter. Yeshua, what do you saw so far from the Lady Max?
I've seen some pretty stagnant offense. Their defense actually hasn't been so bad. If us watching, I've seen a lot of really good defense on the first chance, but there's nothing you can do when you're yelling up second, third, fourth chances on every possession. Eventually, that ball is going to go in. They've really got to buckle down low. Rebound. They're forcing the Panthers into bad early shots, but these rebounds are really killing them.
100% agree. If you were coaching the Lady Max here, what would you want to say in that huddle right now?
I think I would probably consider switching defenses. I mean, this defense, 27 points in the first quarter is not what you want to see. I would try to put more people down low. Although the Panthers have shown that they've been able to score the ball from deep, I think you have to keep forcing them to shoot those threes. Try to contest as best as possible, but the best thing to do is to rebound the ball, move back. I think offensively, the Max have had a lot of trouble breaking this trap. It's the half-court zone trap, and the Max keep trying to make these cross-court passes with not enough velocity. They've either got to do quick swings, or they've got to send a little bit more power on each.
Now on the other
pass.
side, what do you think about the Panthers? What do you think they need to continue in the second quarter?
They look rock solid. I mean, they've been moving. They've been going in transition almost every possession. Offensive rebounds have been great. Finishing has been straight on. The one thing I would say about them is they did have 8 fouls that quarter, and they did give the Max some free points at the free throw line. So that would be the only thing I would tell them. They had to, brushing up on the second quarter.
100%. Here's Kersner calling at the play from up top. Drives left, tries crossing over, almost loses the ball. Now she has a strong drive to left. Throws a pass to Rosner on the wing. Out to Algie. Algie back into Rosner, but stolen by number 33, Monique Joseph. She's got quick hands. Here comes Robinson back down the court. Robinson's got no one in front of her. She recognizes that. Swings it to Joseph. Out to number 20, Lariosa. Back to Robinson up top. She brings the ball out, trying to call a play. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. She drives right. Kersner knocks the ball away. Here's Lariosa. Here comes Lariosa on the wing. Lariosa for the two-pointer. No, doesn't
Off
even
balance.
hit rim. Here comes Owen down, looking to push, head up. Driving to the left side, brings it back, looking for an open girl as she's trapped up top. Swings it to Rosner on a pretty pass. Rosner moving inside for the easy 2.
Lovely finish there by Rosner. Got great positioning, great pass from Owen, and the 2 points of this quarter first 2 points go to the Max.
Here comes Robinson down the right side, looking for something, driving in on Kersner. Kersner called for the block, and the Panthers will maintain possession down low.
Yeah, one thing I really liked about number 21 Robinson is that she started off at the 2, she moved to the 1, back to the 2. I mean, she really is she's a pure combo guard. She can play either position, and she excels at either one.
Something to look out for here. Crystal Barnes, number 22, back in for the Panthers. She caused the Lady Max a lot of trouble in the first quarter. Let's see if they can shut her down in the second quarter. That will definitely be a key to this game.
She had double digits before the quarter was even half over.
Here comes Barnes, swings the ball. Lariosa tried making a ill-advised pass, and that's going out of bounds. Yeshiva Maccabees will maintain the ball and bring it back down the court.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of, she didn't really look. She kind of felt out her player, and, they clearly weren't on the same wavelength.
Here comes Owen. Owen on the left side. Algie sets a pick. Oh, a beautiful crossover. Owen has a lane, but Robinson swats that ball, and she's looking to push. She's got Barnes up ahead. Throws it to Barnes. Barnes for the layup. No, she misses it. But Barnes gets her own rebound, and she is fouled on the ground.
Yeah, again, we see the same problem in the second quarter. Just had these Panthers are just really aggressive. They're real tall. They're real strong. It's going to be a tough battle down low.
That's Kersner's third foul of the game, and she might need to be subbed out, dealing with early foul trouble.
Yeah, Kersner's really seen very limited minutes this quarter. I mean, this entire game. The first quarter she started. She was only able to play 2 minutes before she fouled. She's got to move her. She's got to play D with her feet, not with her hands. She's poking too much.
Number 5, Dina Rubin, to replace her, and she's guarding Jasmine Robinson. Robinson now in the left wing to the corner to Ilardi. Ilardi with a pretty finish.
Wow.
Going up and over Simi Rosner, a pretty floater.
Lovely.
And that gives the Panthers a 29-10 lead. Owen tried pushing in. Now a steal by Ilardi. Ilardi driving the ball down the right sideline. Looking for a pass. Does not see anything, and almost stole by Rubin, but Robinson now driven to the lane, blows the layup. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes goes up, is blocked. But McNeil with the rebound off the Barnes block, and she finishes, raising the lead to 21 points.
That's third chance points out there. Max got it.
It's going to be hard to play defense when you give up those many opportunities. Rosner down low with a short shot, but no, misses it. Rubin guarding Robinson. Robinson brings the ball up, finds Lariosa. Lariosa to Barnes inside. Barnes misses, but Lariosa there for the rebound. Lariosa for the layup. No, McNeil with the rebound. McNeil loses the ball, but it's been poked out of bounds off the Lady Max, and the Panthers will maintain possession.
Yeah, I mean, the Panthers have been really, really strong. Lariosa has been she's been everywhere. She was behind the arc. She, at that point, she made a nice backdoor cut, boxed her girl out, and got a nice offensive rebound there.
And you're sure you said it before the quarter started, the Max are going to need to play better defense and rebound more. Barnes with 2 opportunities, misses both of them. McNeil goes up.
Wow, I mean, I think that was the only one of those 3 shots that wasn't a foul. Rosner gets called for that one on the looked like block on McNeil, but the other 2 times that Barnes went up, it looked like she got completely hacked.
Well, Bridget McNeil, a forward, who's a sophomore, 5'8", from Belmore, New York. She starts and plays next to Barnes down low, forming a dynamic duo of height and speed.
Yeah, she's a great role player as well. I mean, she along with Lariosa and Ilardi they're not going to score 10, 15 points a game, but they're going to get their buckets, they're going to get their rebounds, and they're going to do the little things that are going to make it tough on the Max.
McNeil went 1 and 2 from the line, bringing the lead to 32-10. With 7:24 remaining in the quarter. Here comes Owen, high screen by Rubin. Owen drives left, brings it back up top. Owen finds Algie on the left wing. To the middle to Rosner. Rosner with a jump shot. Yes, nothing but net. Rosner has been a main scoring force for the Max, and looks like they should keep giving her that ball if they want to keep contributing. Number 34 in now, that is number Jaylee Mejia. Jaylee Mejia has not subbed in yet. The pass to Mejia over her head, and looks like we got a backcourt violation.
That is one of the first turnovers that the Max have created, and you know why that was? When they switched defenses. They finally moved out of that 3-2. They went back down into the 2-3. They stuffed the middle, they stuffed down low, and they forced the Old Westbury out up top, and that's what happens when you force them out.
We got a quick timeout to tie a shoe. Are you noticing on the college level the zone being as relevant as it was on the high school level? You're seeing a little bit more man-to-man defense.
So, I mean, clearly in this game, you're seeing that the zone has prevailed. Generally, when you're outmatched, you want to play a zone. You want to try to minimize some of the one-on-one opportunities that other teams might have. But Old Westbury's trap has been unbelievably effective thus far, getting lots of steals, turnovers, points off turnovers.
Owen tried to throw a pass on there to Rosner. She missed it, and it was deflected off a old Westbury player, so the Max will retain possession with 21 seconds left on the shot clock. 32-12, 6:49 left here. Owen inbounding the ball, looking for someone to throw it to. She's got Blaustein on the left wing. Blaustein driving in right. Passes to Rosner. Rosner fakes it. One dribble. Strong move. Oh, but below the layup, rebounded by Barnes. She gets it up to Raven Pence. Pence, the point guard, number 12, bringing up the ball. Slows it down and calls out a play. Dina Rubin all over her, trying to get a steal. Oh, she whiffs. Pence with a beautiful crossover. Kicks it out to number 34, Jaylee Mejia, who misses, but Barnes with the rebound. Barnes goes up with it, misses, blocked by Simi Rosner, but gets her own rebound and puts it in. Yeshua, if the Max do not change their rebounding strategy, they are not going to win this game. This is getting ridiculous, the amount of offense rebounds given up. Blaustein trapped up top. Tries finding Rosner, but she whiffs. Here comes Mejia down the left sideline. Fakes the pass. Goes up with it. No, we have a charge.
Wow, way to take that one. I mean, what a crafty Euro step there by Mejia, but
Tess Blaustein stepped in there.
She stepped in and she
stood
did not
strong
move.
and took that charge. And we got a timeout by the Lady Max, full timeout, as they come in to discuss strategy, down 34-12, 6:06 remaining in the second quarter.
Although this has been a tough game for the Max, I think that head coach Michael Lowen, I mean, I've been watching the Max plays. I've been watching what they're doing on offense. They're getting open. They're getting looks. They're moving a lot better than they were before the game. Their offense looks much more fluid. They're just having a tough time putting the ball in the hoop tonight. I mean, we saw Rosner with a couple easy opportunities down low. Algie had a few. You know, there's some nights where the ball just doesn't go in.
100%, and we will be right back after this commercial break. Coming out of the timeout, the Max maintain possession. They will be looking to bring up the ball. They have Blaustein, Owen, Algie, Rosner, and Rubin. They're five as they look to cut into this old Westbury 34-12 lead. 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Rosner up top. Algie's working inside. They get her the ball. She's passes it back to Rosner, but no, an errant pass as Pence picks it off. Pence dribbling the ball down the left sideline, looking for a pass. Barnes cutting to the loop, doesn't look at her. Mejia now driving left to the middle. Goes up with it, and it looks like we have another foul on the Max.
That was a tough one. I mean, there were 3 Max there, all with their hands straight up. Sometimes the refs see it another way.
Algie called for the foul. That's her first, so she's not in any foul trouble. Not to worry about that, as
Mejia.
Jazlee Mejia will tend to the line. She's a 5'7" junior guard from Brooklyn, New York. Does not get a lot of minutes here, looking to make the most out of her opportunity here in a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I've definitely seen thus far from the Lady Panthers, and you were discussing with me earlier, is that they're not even playing a zone. They're not playing a man. They're kind of playing this matchup zone where whoever's in your zone, whoever's in your location, you're going to take no matter what. And it's worked very effectively. The Max have no answer for it.
Off the missed free throw, McNeil with the rebound, but missed the layup as Algie pulled it down finally. Here comes Owen on the right sideline, looking for a pass, doesn't see it. Throws it down low to Rosner. Rosner looking for another pass. The pass is deflected by McNeil. Here comes number 23, Alexis Lopez goes up with it and hits the beautiful lefty layup. Alexis Lopez, the freshman out of West Hempstead, New York.
Yeah,
her first points of the game.
She did a great job guarding off with the body and then laying it up with the left. That was beautiful.
Here comes Owen, dribbling the ball. Takes a pick from Rosner, looking to get it back to her. Rosner up top, swings it to Blaustein. Blaustein down low to Algie. Algie with the right-handed, goes up with it, and that's a foul on McNeil. She'll be heading for 2 at the line.
I want to correct myself here. It looks like the old Westbury has switched into a pure man-to-man here. I guess the zone was almost too effective, and it was causing so much havoc that the coach had some mercy.
We have a lot of subs coming in. Almost look like a line change here in hockey. We have 4 Lady Max ready to sub in. That's Algie hits the first, and here they come. Let's try and name them out. We got Yael Hausdorff, Andrea Weiss, the freshman, making her first appearance in the game, and Rachel Mursky, number 25, coming in as well.
Now it looks like we're going to have Colton coming in for Algie if Algie hits this free throw. Also 3 subs by Old Westbury. They took out 3 starters there.
McNeil and Barnes, the 2 big men for the Panthers, both taking a seat as Algie attempts her second free throw and misses it. Fight for the rebound. Algie comes down with it. Algie goes up again, and yes, she'll hit that one. 37-15. Panthers lead, but Max coming back strong. Another good quarter.
That's where Algie's at her best. Algie's at her best when she's down low, grabbing offensive boards and putting them right back up.
Here comes Pence on top. Pence almost loses the ball. Good pressure by Weiss. Good on the double team. Max now in a pure zone. Algie grabs a rebound, and here she comes, dribbling down the court. Almost loses it, and she does lose it. Weiss now on the floor. She gets tangled up with number 15, Tori Bellings, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Yeah, Weiss went down for that ball, and she wasn't expecting someone to come right on top of her.
But gotta love the effort. Gotta love the effort, and she gets the tie up.
Yeah, she loved the effort and loved the smile at the end of that one. And it's going to still be Lady Panthers ball because the Max started with it at this quarter.
Here we got subs coming in. Algie will take a seat after scoring the last 3 Max points. Subbed in by Colton. We have Kendra Jordan, the 4'11" point guard, coming back in for the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, we really like the way that she's played thus far. She got great vision, great vision on the court. She's, found open men both down low and at three-point line. Let's see if she can continue to do that.
I see right now in for the Lady Panthers, Kendra Jordan, Tori Bellings, Nikki Alexander, Raven Pence, and Alexis Lopez. I'm sorry. Is that Alexis Lopez? No, I think that is Monique Joseph. I'm sorry. That is Monique Joseph down low, number 33. Here comes Kendra Jordan. Jordan up top, swings it to Pence on the wing. Pence with a beautiful find down low to number 24, Nikki Alexander, who puts it in.
That's the one problem with the zone. When you get caught watching the ball and you don't stay home in your zone, that's going to happen. Those backdoors sometimes are very, very effective.
Beautiful pass by Pence, and that's why she's one of the best point guards here in the Skyline Conference. Here's Mursky up top. Mursky passes it down low to Rosner. Rosner now looking for another pass. It's Weiss up top. Weiss dribbling down the right side. Passes it to Hausdorff out the three-point line. Back to Weiss. Right wing, back to Hausdorff up top. Hausdorff with 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Throws an errant pass. That'll go straight out of bounds. Lady Panthers take possession of the ball.
Again, I think some of the Macs out there look a little bit rigid. They're not maybe ready to get out there and shoot effectively right away. And looked like everyone's looking to pass, and no one was even looking at the basket.
Right, with such a little time left on the shot clock, people need to be starting to look at the basket. 39-15, 3:51 left. Kendra Jordan to the wing, to Pence into the corner. Pence down low to Monique Joseph. Goes up and is fouled. That's a foul on Simi Rosner.
Yeshiva foul number 40.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the 2-3 zone being played at its best, you're always going to find 2 problems. One is that if that off guard doesn't drop, and that's what I'm talking about when the ball's in the corner, if you're on the opposite side, you got to drop down. If you don't drop down, then that backdoor is always going to be there.
Right, that seemed to happen last possession when they found that backdoor cut.
Absolutely, and the other weakness is right what happened in this possession is where you overload one side down low. The Max can only have 3 players on one side in the zone, and what Old Westbury's been doing is they've been overloading one side with 4 or more players and just creating that mismatch, which is almost impossible to stop.
Monique Joseph missed the first, lines up her second free throw, and she hits it, pushing the lead to 40-15, 3:46 remaining in the second quarter. Here comes Hausdorff dribbling the ball down, calling out a play, looking for an open option. Dribbles it out to the left wing, and she seems to have a lane, but no, it's cut off by Kendra Jordan. Swings it to Mursky. Mursky looking for a pick from Colton. Takes it down the left side. Goes up with a layup. No, cannot finish. Here comes Jordan back down the court. She's speedy for a girl her size. Goes up with the left hand and is fouled by Hausdorff. You know what? I've got to say, these Panthers look quick out there. They seem to be pushing on every single Lady Max miss, and they seem to be converting in the transition, and that's very important.
Yeshiva foul number 3.
Absolutely. One thing I want to tell the Max is that they shouldn't be too upset about the score right now because last night's Knicks game looked very, very similar to this at this point in the game. So they ended up only losing by 26, so we'll see what happens.
Here comes Owen subbing in for Andrea Weiss, the freshman, getting some minutes, which she definitely does not get every game, so she's got to be happy about that. Here comes Kendra Jordan with her second free throw.
Yeah, Old Westbury has been really good about subbing in and out players, not only to keep people fresh, but to keep people effective. I mean, it seems like these girls have a motor that just won't stop running.
100%. Here comes Hausdorff now, dribbling the ball up to Owen now on the right wing. Owen seems to be running the offense as the offense comes only through her so far in this game. Uses a Colton pick, but not very effectively as she now gets trapped up top. Now to Hausdorff. Hausdorff uses an Owen pick on the right sideline. Dribbling. Takes it all the way to the hoop. The layup, no good. Colton goes for the rebound, but no, is pulled down by Nikki Alexander. Here comes Jordan looking at Pence on the left wing. Pence looking for another pass. No. Oh! She puts the ball in between Hausdorff's legs and still maintained the ball. But dribbled it a little bit too high. and the Max were able to tie her up and regain possession. 3 subs in now for the Panthers, including Crystal Barnes, the star center for the team.
Yeah, I mean, I think one problem with the Max offense, from what we've both seen, is that when you're playing against a pure man-to-man and you set a screen, you got to roll to the basket. It seems as though that the Max aren't looking to roll to the basket. Everyone off every single screen seems to pop out 4 feet beyond the three-point line and not even a threat.
100%. Cuts to the hoop is how you get easy shots. The Max have not found a lot of those. Here comes Blaustein driving in. No, air balls out. Layup. Barnes with the rebound. Up to Pence. Jordan streaking down the left sideline. Here comes the pass. Jordan. Ooh, caught the pass but could not go up with it. Finds Robinson. Robinson swings it to Pence. Pence on the right wing. 3 seconds called on Barnes as 5 starters in now. As Jordan takes a seat, the Panthers are back to their starting lineup with 2:28 left in the second quarter. 42-15, Panthers lead.
Yeah, it looks like the Panthers coach just wants to give, wants to give his starters a couple minutes to, bring back that unity that they started with the game with. They started out so strong, maybe to start to end the half just like the way they started.
Here comes Owen up top looking for someone open. It looks like they're running a double high post here with both Colton and Algie working the high post. Here comes Mirsky down the right sideline, dribbling with her head down. She missed an open Algie. She loses the ball. Here comes Robinson. Robinson up ahead to Pence. Over Pence's head, though, and that ball will be going out of bounds. An errant pass by Robinson. And that's one thing that really has stopped Old Westbury from really blowing this game open is a lot of turnovers.
Absolutely, but when you have a game that's been mainly in transition and mainly based off getting that ball and getting it to the other side as quickly as possible, turnovers are inevitable. There's nothing you can do about that.
100%. Owen now, a beautiful move. Put the ball behind her back and shot a pretty three-pointer. That brings the lead to 42-18 with just 1:50 left here in the second quarter. Owen, the leading scorer for the Max. Max now dropping back into a 2-3 zone. Swings the ball to Robinson up top. To Pence on the left corner for 3. Trying to get one back. Nothing but net. You know what? Pence is an excellent three-pointer. Even in the 2-3 zone, you really need to come out on the three-pointers. Because although you're a little bit more inside for the rebounds, if you stay a little bit too far back, three-pointers will be wide open.
Yeah, that's always the one. When you have only 2 people up top, and generally offensive play with a point guard and 2 rings, you're always going to find that trouble.
Mirsky misses, rebounded by Barnes. Up ahead to Ilardi on the right wing, to Robinson up top. Robinson to Pence on the left wing. Pence tried passing it to Barnes. Barnes regains control. One dribble, goes up with it. No, misses, rebounded by Algie. Here comes Owen right back, pushing the ball with her head up. Pence picks her up. Pence knocks that pass away, and Barnes with the steal. Here comes Pence, gets it right back from Barnes. Driving it down the middle. Oh, behind her back, pretty play. But has nothing there as good defense by the Max. Finds McNeil. McNeil swings it outside. A three-pointer by Ilardi. No good, nothing but air. McNeil underneath with the rebound, and she tries to get it back up top to Pence. Pence fakes right, goes left, but a few too many steps, and that will be a travel.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I'm a little confused about with the Max right now is that you keep trying to run this double high, and the double high generally works very well against a 3-2, but against a man, when you're trying to run two people up top, you want trying to create a mismatch, but if you're playing a man-to-man and all 4 people, all 4 girls will come up with the 2 big men, and it doesn't seem to be so effective.
Seems like Max is going with a big lineup here, so they have 3 girls in here who have a lot of height, trying to maybe use that to their advantage. Here comes Algie on the wing. Algie drives right, gets stopped, throws it to Mirsky. Mirsky for 3. No, off the front rim. Algie goes for the rebound, goes for it, off of Robinson's foot, and that will stay here. Robinson not happy with the no foul call. She was looking for something. 26.7 seconds left. I imagine the shot clock is turned off. I imagine they hold for 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you need to see from Algie. You want to see that aggressiveness. You want to see, her getting inside, banging around with the other bigs. That was really a great play.
Owen to Mirsky. Mirsky tries making a pass, but that's blocked. Picked off by Ilardi. Ilardi bringing the ball down. Up to Pence on the left wing. Pence to Robinson in the corner. Robinson for 3. No, back rim. Barnes with the rebound, though. She's been a beast down low. Ilarsi for 2. No, another miss. Rosner fighting for the rebound, and she pulls it away. Here comes Owen. 4, 3, 2. A pull-up 3. Nothing but air. And we end the second quarter, 45-18. Panthers in the lead as we head to the half.
Yeah, I mean, Pence did a great job there at the end of that quarter. She got that hand up. It looks like Owen might have had a pure shot, clean shot at a 3, but Pence just got that little hand in there, and that made all the difference.
So we have a special presentation here during the halftime show. We'll be honoring a lot of the Yeshiva University athletes who have won awards during the fall sports season. Including Laurel Aronson, who was second team all-conference in the women's cross country. Some tennis players who finished who finished in third place in their Skyline Conference, losing in the semifinals, and the men's soccer team who had the first ever Yeshiva University playoff appearance and were unable to win a championship, but had a lot of success and looking to carry that into next year.
Oh yeah, I mean the soccer team was a huge success for the Macs. I mean everyone coming into the season was expecting another dreadful year, another year full of losses, and they really were able to turn it around. They were able to turn it around both by scoring a lot of goals, and they had very, very strong goalkeeper play, which kept them afloat at times.
Yeah, the goalkeeper play was especially key when they played strong offensive opponents. Here comes some of the Fall Athlete Award winners as they take the court.
Award winners to come to center court,
and here they come to center court
to receive a T-shirt and hopefully your applause.
Looks like I see Itamar Ben David, a soccer player. Shani Hava, the single women's undefeated champion in the Skyline Conference. Zipporah Leiser, the Rookie of the Year in women's tennis. Daniel Lamar, the second team All-Conference in men's soccer.
From the women's cross-country team, Skyline Conference All-Star, Laurel Aronson. From the women's
Laurel Aronson winning the second team All-Conference of the women's cross-country. That's quite impressive. And Shani Hava, the Skyline Player of the Year in women's tennis, she again went undefeated in both singles, in all of her singles matches.
Conference Rookie of the Year, Zipporah Leiser.
Next up, Zipporah Leiser, the Skyline Conference Rookie of the Year in women's tennis. She was quite the player, looking to carry that success into next year.
It's always great when you see a player like Leiser, a freshman. It's great really to see such success.
Itamar Ben David, the Skyline Player of the Year for the men's soccer team. He hails from Eretz Israel, also known as Israel, and he has been an excellent midfielder. And then he is standing side by side with Aaron Brunn, a second team All-Conference player in the men's conference.
Second team All-Conference from the men's soccer.
And in addition to him, Daniel Amar also made the second team All-Conference, but he could not make it tonight. Really, congratulations to all the Yeshiva University athletes on winning these awards, and they really made us proud out there on the field and on the courts.
Absolutely. We had a great success in the fall season in tennis and soccer, and it's great to see some recognition out there tonight. And now it looks like we're going to get to the entertainment part of the halftime show.
Yoni Shell looks to be doing some halftime entertainment. But Yeshua, let's get back to the game. I know that you've been in blowouts before, and you've also been on the other side of the blowout. Tell me, as one thing that as a team that's up, what to be worried about, and as a team that's losing by a lot, what you can work on.
Well, I think when you're up by a lot, you want to do two things. Number one, stay healthy. You don't want any of your star players going down. A lot of times fluke injuries can happen, or sometimes not so fluke injuries can happen. We gotta, teams really have gotta just, keep their lead. Don't get too confident with the lead, but also be conscious that this is a very strong lead and it might not dwindle away, and it's not worth injuring a star player. And I think when you're on the downside, when you're down something like 18-45, everyone's been there. Everyone's played against tough competition. Everyone's had those nights where it's been rough. You got to keep your head high. You got to keep playing. You got to build confidence towards the next game. Isn't over. I mean, it's only halftime, but even as the game goes on, they have to have that in mind. Keep having in mind that this is a season, this isn't one game, and each game builds upon the next. So momentum coming out of one game can be essential in the next.
Yeah, 100%. The Macs need to continue playing hard no matter what the scoreboard says, especially moving into next game or into future games. The hard play will definitely pay off, and it will definitely build momentum for future games.
Absolutely, and I think the second quarter went much better for the Macs than the first. The first, they looked completely outmatched. Offensively, defensively, they were just having a real tough time. And I think in the second quarter, they held their own. I mean, although, if you, in the box score, it'll say that they went down a couple points in that quarter. There were definitely some sparks. Rosner had a couple back-to-back buckets. Algie had 3 straight points. Owen had another 3 or 2. They got to keep doing that. I mean, 13 points in a quarter is exactly what the Macs want.
Now, I know that you did some research on some of the players. What do you know about some of the Lady Macs here on the team?
Well, one of the stars, Michal Algie, who has been a force both on the rebounding side of the both offensively and defensively. On rebounding and offensively, she's had some huge buckets. She was actually a former player of mine. Actually, me and you coached her last year in Israel in the football league.
Okay.
Oh, so we look like we will take a break from that story. I definitely want to, be reminisce with you about those good football memories. But here we go. We have a musical musical chairs halftime show with a little twist. It looks like they have to be dribbling a basketball while they play the musical chairs. We have only girl participants. I'm sure we'll get competitive. I hope to see some guys here getting in as well, though we have a strong attendance of girls, not as many guys. We seem to have some girls posing for pictures. That's always important whenever you play or whenever you're out there in the field.
Whenever you go anywhere, you need to get a picture. You need to make everyone know that you were here,
Yeah,
no one's going to believe you were at Baruch College unless you get that picture.
If there is no picture, it didn't happen.
Yep, that's what they always say. All right, and as you guys watch the musical chairs, we'll make sure to give you guys some updates. And actually, Benjamin, both of us are Shield News reporters, and it's great to see another Shield News member out there. Abby Adler, who usually does events, is now going to be playing musical chairs. Let's see how she does. I know I'm rooting for her.
Yeah, 100%. Abby is a star Shield News correspondent. Let's see how she is in musical chairs.
Yeah, I mean, looks like the girl's having a little bit of trouble dribbling the ball.
Yeah, that. The music's off.
They
had to hit a layup.
Oh my!
A lot of misses. A few go in. Okay, a few go in. I've sat down. Some have given up.
Yeah.
There's one chair left.
There's one left.
Abby hit her layup. Here comes Abby. Abby nails the last seat.
Yes, we were going for her, and she survived the first round.
I'll take some for that.
Yep,
Way to go,
great.
Abby. Way
great
to
work,
represent
Abby.
Shield News.
Yep. Yeah, we know she might not win this, but she's giving it her all. All right, Bjorn, as everyone watches this lovely performance, let's go back to some of the players on the team. Let's go back to the game.
Right, so I remember when we were in Israel, we were coaching that football team, and Michal Alju was our star player. And I remember first game, me and you were a little bit nervous going out there coaching. I remember I was the offensive coordinator, you were the head coach, you were calling the shots. What do you remember from that first game of our season?
Well, it was a thriller. I remember we were down by 5 points late in the game. The other team had the ball. It was almost all but over. And because there's no running plays in the football league, they were forced to pass the ball. Algie snags the ball from the 5-yard line, takes it 95 yards for the touchdown as time expired to win the game for the Midmo team last year. And it's clearly translated both. She was amazing in football, and it's clearly translated in basketball. I mean,
100%. She's an aggressive player, and she knows how to snag those rebounds. I remember seeing her go up for those balls in football.
Great
and I remember me and you running down the sideline with our arms up. That was quite the victory.
Yeah.
As that was our coaching debut. We got a victory.
And Abby is still left. There are 3 musical chairs. I mean, there are 3 chairs and 3 people. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But, anywho, Abby is still left, and we are still rooting for her.
All right,
they're going to take one away.
Here comes the layup.
Okay. Miss. Abby needs to hit this one.
Abby hits it. Go, Abby, go. Come on, Abby.
Wow. Final 2.
Uh-oh.
Final 2. We knew this
It
would
looks like we have Abby Adler and Marissa Almoni, I think her last name is, but that was from a Facebook stalk. I'm not sure if that's accurate.
Yep. Actually, no one really knows if her name's Melissa or Marissa. It's
there's
very,
a lot
very
of
confusing.
Definitely a lot of confusion about that. Here, Abby and Marissa, the only 2 remaining girls left.
And as Old Westbury comes back out, they're watching this game musical chairs in amazement. They don't know how these stern girls can do it.
Layup. Abby hits the layup. She needs to get the ball and sit down. No, Abby!
Abby celebrated too early.
She hit the layup, but did not run to her seat.
Wow,
Congratulations, Melissa, on winning musical chairs in Max Madness 2015. Excellent performance. Hopefully, maybe we can
wow, what's she getting?
Get a clarification on what her name actually is.
Yeah,
here.
Marissa. Maybe she should get 2 hats because she has 2 names. We don't know, but it looks like she's going for the crowd. No one really knows. Does she want the black or does she want the blue? I would go with the black. I think it's a cooler look for her.
100%. I like the black as well, and I think it matches a little bit better with her skirt.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, blue on... Oh, she took the blue. She
went with the blue. Okay. Blue's always... You know what? Blue's not a bad option.
Yeah. Blue matches with a lot of things.
Yes.
It matches with
100%.
Nearly anything but what she's wearing, which is another shade of blue.
So
maybe she'll wear it a different time when she's got better attire.
When I used to have a girlfriend back in the day, she always used to criticize me for wearing blue and red. I thought it matched. I thought it makes sense to, keep it the same color, but apparently if it's different shades, it looks weird. I don't know. It's very confusing, this whole matching deal.
Yeah, as they say, to each their own. As the Macs are now out, as well as Old Westbury, and Old Westbury their team is enormous. I didn't even realize they have like about 20 members on their team. But it looks like the Macs are not only outmatched in points, they're just outmatched in numbers.
And also on our new Instagram,
They look like they are ready for second half. They got a lot of energy, looking for a few nays coming out. That's always a lot of fun. I always practice my nay at home before I go to sleep.
Absolutely.
Never know when that can come in handy.
Before we go to our commercial break, I want to give you guys a little bit of a stat update. For Old Westbury, I mean, Crystal Barnes has led the way with 5 for 8 from the field, 13 points. She's kept herself in the game with only 1 foul.
And she has 14 rebounds.
I mean, 7 offensive, 7 defensive. She's been a force. Raven Pence, who we've been talking about a lot, she had 6 points, 2 of 2 from 3 with 3 assists. I think those two have been incredibly effective for Old Westbury. And now we'll move to the Max. Julia Owen is not shooting as well as she would have hoped, but she's 2 of 5 from 3. You can't complain about that. 7 points in 16 minutes and kept herself under foul trouble. And Simi Rosner has
6 points right behind her.
3 for 7 from the field with 6 points. Good work, Lady Max. Hopefully they'll put up some fight here in the second half.
3:30 till we get underway as we head to the commercial break. Wanted to wish a happy Hanukkah to all of our viewers and listeners here in Max Live. The Lady Max are down 45-18 as they're about to start the second half. 1 more minute and we will be back underway with some second half action. Now, Yeshua, I know you're a basketball player yourself. What's your favorite part about second half basketball?
Oh, I mean, there's nothing like a fourth quarter. A tight game in the fourth quarter, fans on their feet. You know, everyone's tired, using that extra tank, whatever motor they got left. There's nothing like it. And, you know, you mentioned a happy Hanukkah to everyone. I want to, on that note, you know, the story of Hanukkah does go as the few beat the many, the weak beat the strong. Let's see, maybe in the second half, if the Macs have a little fight in them, a little Hanukkah spirit.
It would definitely be a Hanukkah miracle, but you know, we've seen it before, and we are looking forward to seeing another one here.
Oh yeah, it's happened before. 30 seconds left here until we get underway in the second half. The stands are getting more and more filled as the minute goes by.
100%. And with more fans comes a little bit more energy. Maybe the Macs can build off of that and try to put together a few nice runs and cut into this Panthers lead. Absolutely.
And everyone remember there will be a second game starting at 9 o'clock where you will be featuring our men's basketball team. I see Coach Yoga Verdugo has already entered the building, as well as Coach Elliot Steinmetz. Both coaches have led that Max team to a decent start. They need a big win tonight in the Skyline Conference.
100%. They've won their past 2 Skyline games, and they are looking to continue that winning streak. Getting a third W tonight would be huge for them. We are ready to start second half. In for the Max, we have Rosner, Algie, Owen, Kersner, and Mursky.
It's very interesting. Mursky did not get a lot of minutes, and she generally gets a lot of minutes for this Lady Max team. I thought she was going to be a key player coming in. She didn't have foul trouble, so it's very interesting to see maybe if she gets a couple more minutes in the second half and to try to spark this Lady Max offense.
100% in here for the Panthers. We have Ilardi, McNeil, Robinson, Pence, and Barnes. Here comes Robinson on the left wing. Robinson up top to Ilardi. Ilardi swings the ball to Pence. Pence back to Ilardi. Back to Robinson on the left wing. Robinson for 3. Buckets.
Yeah, Max are back in that 2-3, and as we talked about earlier, if you don't shift quick enough, those threes are going to keep falling.
Robinson, a known three-point shooter. Max need to keep an eye on her. Owen now on the right wing to Kersner. Kersner down to Rosner down low. It looks like she took a few too many steps, but no call. Blocked on her way up by Barnes. Rebounded by McNeil. Ilardi to Pence. Pence down to Robinson in the left corner. Drive to the middle. Pass off the foot of a Maccabees player, and they'll call a kick ball.
That's a good call there. I mean, I couldn't even see that from here. Great call by the ref, seeing that deflection off the foot. And
22 seconds left here on the shot clock. Panthers inbounding the ball underneath. Barnes calling for it right away. And they get it to her on the right corner. Swings it up to Robinson up top. To Pence in the corner. Pence for 3. No good. But rebounded by McNeil. McNeil right up.
And right in.
Owen didn't even seem to give a real effort there. She seemed to just kind of let McNeil take that ball and go right up with it.
I mean, sometimes you get caught flat-footed. I mean, that you could tell that was a very weird carom off the rim, and sometimes you get caught flat-footed. You know, there's nothing Owen can do there. He knows she's going to give it all.
Working down low. Pretty move down low. Faked right, went left. That is another 2 points. 50-20. Panthers lead by 30.
Yeah, and the Max have to do one thing and one thing only, and that's defensive. That's some defensive rebounds. I mean, if you look at the numbers, there's been 15-plus offensive rebounds for Old Westbury thus far, and that's in one half.
Right, that needs to be cut down immediately if the Max want to get back into this game. Here's Barnes up top to Robinson on the right wing. To Pence up top. Pence drives in over Rosner with the floater, no good. McNeil with the rebound. Another offensive rebound, and she's fouled on her way up. She'll be shooting 2.
That's 3 possessions, 2 offensive rebounds for Old Westbury, both by McNeil. Barnes had 7 in the first half. It looks like McNeil wants to just jump in the party, and she did a very good job there.
Now, you're a big man. You tell me, what's the key to getting a rebound?
So, rebounding is all form. I've seen guys who are 5'2", box out guys who are 6'5", and it's all about positioning. You have to get you have to connect on the body, and you got to push them back. There's no staring at the ball. Once you start staring at the ball, you allow the other player to make a spin, to make a move, and even if you have the positioning, there's nothing you can do. You have to get positioning, body on body, and move them back.
Bridget McNeil hits the second free throw, off, but another offensive rebound by Barnes. Barnes to Ilardi out, passes to Robinson, who was cutting. Robinson drives in, out of control, offensive foul, drawn by Michal Algie. Way to stand in there strong by Algie. Robinson looks confused, as she does the team after every foul call. She hasn't seemed to have agreed with a single foul call that we've had so far.
Absolutely, but that still was a great pass. I mean, there was 3 or 4 Max defenders, and she slipped it right to Barnes. Unlucky that the foul was called. I think it was a good call, but, you know, I see her frustration.
Kersner to the wing to Mursky. Mursky looking for a pick from Rosner. Rosner cuts to the hoop, but it's stolen by Robinson. Robinson, give me that ball. And when she goes in for the layup, she knows that 2 points was well earned.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a classic case of driving into too many players. They're playing a man. There were 3 Lady Max. She tried driving into 2 Old Westbury defenders, and, you know, that was the result.
Kersner tried driving in on a lefty layup, but missed it. Rebounded by Ilardi, a senior from Bayside, New York. As she brings up the ball, she has it on the right wing now. She pulls up a jump shot, no good. Looks like that was deflected off a Panthers player, and Yeshiva will get the ball.
Yeah.
Barnes was in there again, go for the offensive rebounds. Barnes dominated in the first half on the glass. The Lady Max need to box her out here.
Yeah, and you know the Lady Max have been getting good positioning. You see a lot of times where there are a lot of Max down low, but they've got to start pushing them out. They've got to start forcing Old Westbury outwards towards the 3-point line on shots.
Owen for 3 on the pull-up. No, a little bit off. Here comes Pence, looking to push. Ties up, no one on her. Swings the ball to Robinson. Robinson for 3. Bing!
No look pass there by Pence across the court. She's
Robinson-
looking one way and she's passing the other.
Oh, baby. Robinson has been hot to start this third quarter. That's her second three so far.
She's got 8 early on. I mean, this lead's already bloated to 36. 56-20 with 7 minutes left.
And Robinson with the steal. Drives it on the left side. Yes, ma'am. That's another 2.
That's 10 points in 3 minutes for Robinson. It looks like Coach Alone is going to have to call a timeout there. I mean, we're talking steals, we're talking threes, we're talking rebounds. This is exactly what the Max didn't want to see. A 38-point game here with 6:50 left.
Now, Coach Alone here is in definitely a tough spot. Down 38 points with 6:49 left in the third quarter. If you're Coach Alone, Yoshua, what are you telling your players and what are you trying to do here?
I'm telling my players to keep fighting, keep your head up. I mean, as I said before, this game looks like it's all but over. But there's many more games to come for the Max. This crowd's still there. You know, getting the crowd involved will I think be very helpful for them in momentum-wise, confidence-wise moving forward. This game might be a little bit out of reach, but they've got to look at the big picture. He's got to start looking at different lineups and different defenses and offensives that might work against this team that he can maybe implement in another game when it's a little bit more close.
100%, and giving up on your team or giving up on the game does not bode well for future games. So I hope the Max continue to play strong. Here comes Owen, bringing up the ball, calling out a play. Looks like it's the high post, double high post, as Rosner and Algier up top. Owen now down to Rosner, back to Owen. Owen dribbling, crosses Robinson over, tries passing it. Ilardi knocks the ball off of Owen. That's another turnover for the Max, and the Panthers will regain possession.
Yeah, we saw that in the first half. Now we're seeing it again. This double high that the Lady Max are running, and it's very confusing when you see a double high against the man. It's very rare that it's effective.
Yeah, you called it on the first half that it really is not such an effective play, and yet it has not worked. Oh, baby. Jasmine Robinson with a tough drive. Hits Rosner, though, and is called for an offensive foul. I think that is her 4th. Yes, it is. That's been confirmed by the scorebook, and she's going to have to take a seat on the bench.
That is her 3rd offensive foul of the game. Sometimes when these tough players get in the lane, they just get a little bit out of control, and that can cause what's been happening in 3 charge plays.
Yeah, she's been lowering her shoulder a little bit too much. Subbing in for her is Kendra Jordan, the 4'11" point guard. Owen with a pretty move, drives down the right side and hits the layup.
Great play by Owen, just went right by Pence.
Owen tries to go for the steal. Oh, and it's called for the foul on Ilardi. Way to grab that ball by Olivia Ilardi.
Yeah, Owen's shaking her head like she knew that one was a foul. She stuck her hand in there when she just had to get back on defense, really. I mean, that didn't really look like she was in a position to get a steal.
Off the inbounds play, I'm looking at Barnes. Barnes already has position on Rosner, but they do not find her the ball. Pence up top, calls out the play, crosses over Murphy, drives to the hoop. Pretty floater. And we have nothing but net. 62-20, the lead is pushed to 42 points, 5:54 remaining in the third quarter. Here comes Owen down the left sideline. Passes to Rosner at the high post. Rosner looking for something. Drives in, kicks back to Owen. Owen for 2. No. Rebounded by Ilardi. She gets knocked down by the Lady Max, and that's going to be a foul.
2 Max end up on top of Old Westbury. 1 Old Westbury player, but the 1 Old Westbury player was the only one with the ball.
That foul will go on number 55, Michal Algi, her 3rd foul of the game.
And it really looks like Old Westbury, there are 3 players in this team that have really separated themselves from the rest. There's Pence, there's Robinson, and then there is
Barnes, the big man.
Yeah, Barnes, the big man. Them 3 have really been doing almost everything for this team.
Pence driving in, back to Barnes, a pretty give and go for an easy 2.
There we see it again.
Pence, as a point guard, has been known for her dishes, and she has been putting out some pretty passes. Barnes has been finishing very well, and she is shooting an unbelievable field goal percentage. Here's Kersner driving down the middle, draws contact, no foul called, but gets her own rebound, but is stuffed by Barnes. Here comes Jordan. Jordan driving down the middle, looking for a pass. Back to Pence. Pence on the right wing, crosses over Kersner. Beautiful find for Barnes. Barnes misses the layup, though. Rebounded by Mursky. Mursky to Kersner. Kersner's got Owen on the left wing. Does she see her? No, she went the other way to Rosner on the right wing. Rosner in the corner. Cross court to Owen. Owen for 3. No, rims out. Algie with the rebound, though. Layup, no good. Rosner with the rebound. Again, no good. Gotta hit your layups here for the Lady Max if they want to have any chance in this game.
2 wide open ones there for the Max as Old Westbury turns it over. I mean, those are wide open layups. There's an in and out by Owen. Nothing you can do about that. But the one thing you can do is hit those easy ones.
Pence tried to make a pass to the cutting Barnes. Off of her fingertips, ball went out of bounds. but Barnes was dominating before she is subbed out, as well as Ilardi, as the Panthers look to their bench to close out this game. Here comes Hausdorff, the backup point guard, calling out a play. Drives to the left, looks for Tess Blaustein. Tess Blaustein, originally from Florida, was recruited to her high school. I heard you researched a little bit into that story.
Yeah, I mean, she was highly recruited out of middle school to go to Beruria High School, and she actually dormed there to play basketball and won them a championship in her 11th grade.
That's amazing. That's really amazing that she was such a highly recruited prospect, that she actually did deliver. You know, sometimes these prospects aren't able to deliver to all the hype, but it's a pleasure to see someone who was able to beat the hype and win a championship. Here comes Hausdorff, driving down the right side. Kayla Jordan all over her, and she's called for the foul. Not happy about it, showing her displeasure with the ref's call.
That's one where she just stuck her hand in there when it had no business being there, and that's going to be a foul almost every time.
Yeah,
she had no positioning.
I remember learning kindergarten, got to keep your hands to yourself.
Yes,
that rule also applies in basketball.
Absolutely.
Algie cutting. They tried throwing her the pass, but it was off her hands, stolen by Pence. Pence running the court. Bounce pass to McNeil. McNeil, one dribble, stops on a dime, misses the layup, rebound by Colton as she picks it up. To Blaustein on the right wing. She's got Algie on the right sideline. Does she see her? Fakes the pass to Algie. Hits Rosner on the down low. Rosner with a pretty move, but no, called for too many steps. Traveling violation.
That's a good call.
Looked like she had that right side. She tried going back to her left. A little bit too much down low.
Absolutely, and Raven Pence is coming out right now, and I wonder how many assists she's going to end up with, but she has made so many passes. I mean, not all have led to buckets, either because of those who haven't had made those opportunities, or because there was an extra pass made. But she's passing the ball exceptionally well.
100%. Now, Monica Joseph tried hitting Tori Bellings, but that was deflected out of bounds off the Lady Max.
Yep, Colton had long arms there, and she was able to deflect that one and save a wide open layup.
There are 4 bench players in now for the Panthers, with only 1 starter remaining. That's Bridget McNeil, the sophomore out of Belmore, New York. She's looking to kind of grow on her game as the Panthers coach looks to the future to develop his young talent. Another layup by the Panthers brings the lead to 64-22 with just 3:30 left here in the third quarter. Hausdorff brings the ball up for the Max, calling out a play. Tries going left, is stopped by Jordan, goes back right, hits Blaustein on the wing. Blaustein looking for a pass, doesn't see anything. Drives, hits Algie cutting. Algie with another pass to Rosner. Rosner picks it up, throws it up. No foul called.
I wonder to see, do the Max have more buckets made or air balls? It's going to be pretty close. Another offensive foul.
This time on number 23, Alexis Lopez, the freshman guard. A lot of young talent in here for the old Westbury Panthers as they try to develop their young talent. I would say Monique Joseph, a freshman. We had Bridget McNeil, the sophomore. Alexis Lopez, the freshman. Tori Bellings, the freshman. And Kendra Jordan, the senior, who's running the show here. Getting a little bit of experience to kind of lead the young players out here on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these refs are a little bit offensive foul friendly and happy. They're looking to blow that whistle. Whenever someone gets in the lane, they're looking for that. They're looking for that charge. You know, those 50-50s looking for more 70-30s.
I remember you were called for a few offensive fouls in your day. What's the key to kind of avoiding lowering the shoulder? What can you do to kind of avoid those type of offensive fouls?
It's all about staying in control. That's what it's all about. When you're down low, the number one thing you want to do is lower your shoulder and pound it in, because you want to force some contact. You want to get the ball up strong, but you have to stay in control. You have to look at everyone around you. You have to try to find maybe an open man, try maybe a finesse move. Generally, that will help offensive fouls. But it seems as though in this circumstance, sometimes there's just nothing you can do. I mean, a lot of these are 50-50 calls, and sometimes they just don't go your way.
Tess Blaustein hit the first free throw there. Pretty free throw form. She's one of the best free throw shooters on the YU Max team. Here we go with her second shot. No, off the left rim. Rebounded by Monica Joseph up to Kendra Jordan. Jordan down the right sideline, guarded by Hausdorff. Crosses Hausdorff over, a beautiful crossover. Throws it around Rosner. A beautiful pass to McNeil, but McNeil missed the layup. Out to Joseph. Swings it to Alexis Lopez. Alexis Lopez for 2. No, rebounded by Blaustein. Blaustein gets fouled on the rebound, and she is down.
And she looks like she'll get back up slowly, as we hope she's doing all right. I think the thing that's impressed me most about Old Westbury has been the passing. It hasn't just been Pence who's on the bench. It's been Kendra Jordan. It's been any guard who's coming to the game has been throwing no look passes, nice bounce passes. I mean, that's really what set their transition game off is that great passing.
So Blaustein will return to the line. Went 1 for 2 on her last trip, looking to go 2 for 2 this time and cut into the lead. We have a 64-23 Old Westbury lead. 2:37 remaining in the game. Here's Blaustein from the line.
In the quarter, third quarter, guys.
I'm sorry, 2:37 left in the third quarter. Thank you, Yeshiva. Blaustein from the line, concentrating, but her shot is off. Blaustein now 1 for 3 from last free throw attempts. Out comes McNeil, the last remaining starter, and out comes Jordan. In for them, we have Paige Jelinek making her first appearance, the 5'10" center. She's one of the biggest players on this team. She's, tied with Crystal Barnes with that height. They'll use her big size to kind of control the offensive rebounding game, which as they have been controlling so far. Blaustein with her second shot, misses it. Colton fell down, but Colton now going for the rebound. Oh, the ref looked a little bit unsure of that call. Faked one way and went the other way on the Old Westbury ball.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that you really don't like to see with a ref is uncertainty. If a ref makes a call, doesn't matter if it's one way or the other. If they're certain about it, generally there's no arguing. When they sense that uncertainty, coaches will attack that.
Driving in, Alexis Lopez. But again, another charge drawn by the Max. That's Simi Rosner.
That is
standing in strong.
5+ charges on Old Westbury. I think it's a combination of good defense by the Max and also trigger-happy, friendly, whistle-happy refs who are really looking to call that offensive foul. But as I said earlier, there's another great pass there in the lane. She wasn't even looking to shoot there. She was trying to pass to her opponent to get an easy bucket.
Wasn't looking at the defender in front of her. Owen now gets the ball in the high post. Owen crosses her girl between the legs, tries to make a pass deflected. Alexis Lopez, that is Jaylee Mejia with the steal, but Owen steals it right back, and here she comes. No one ahead of her as she hits the lane. She gets chased down from behind, though. Ball is on the floor, and we have a jump ball. Ooh, Owen had a lane, but she was caught from behind, and that cost her a layup.
Yeah, I mean, this Old Westbury team is quick. We said it earlier, and I'll say it again. They move real fast. They have this motor that keeps running. The coach is constantly subbing in and out players as now another starter's back. Then it'll go 2 5'10" players right next to each other, Barnes and number 55,
Paige Jelinek,
who just stepped in. Yeah,
that's her first appearance. Oh, beautiful pass. And Dina Rubin will head to the line as we have a reach-in foul on Tori Bellings. Dina Rubin is 2 for 2 so far from the line this year. A perfect free throw percentage. Let's see if she's able to continue that at the line.
Yeah, I mean, the Max right now, they got something going right now because they're in the bonus. Right now, Dina Rubin is taking 2. Before we saw Blaustein take 2 on a foul that was 75 feet from the basket. That's important. When you're in the bonus early on, it can create trouble for the opposing team.
100%. Luckily for the Panthers, they don't really have to worry about foul trouble. They have a deep bench and have been constantly going to it to sub in a lot of players. Dina Rubin goes 1 for 2 from the line, bringing her season total to 3 of 4, and brings the lead to 64-24 Old Westbury. 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Alexis Lopez driving in. Wow, great defense by the Lady Max as they cause a jump ball. Really tied her up there. Subbing in now is Imani Lariosa.
Yeah,
her last name kind of reminds me of a Harry Potter spell.
It's a great point. I mean, she's actually been great from 3. She's been great from 3. She was in and out. She was in and out of the 3. She went down low as number 55,
Paige Jelinek with her first basket of the game.
5'10" player. That's nearly unstoppable when she gets down there.
Yeah, she was wide open. The Max seemed to have lost her on that inbound play. Hausdorff drives, kicks to Blaustein. Blaustein tried going right, was cut off. Cross-court pass to Rubin. Rubin now driving. Down low to Colton. Colton back out to Rubin. Rubin for 2? No. But rebounded by Tess Blaustein. Way to fight for that ball, Tess. Tess has Owen down low. She finds her. Owen with the fadeaway jump shot. No good. Rebound with Jelinek.
Owen's pretty fluid out there. I mean, she got that ball, she turned right away, and she put up a good attempt there.
Pretty
she seems
jump
to be very
shot.
fluid on the court.
Here's Mejia with the jumper. Not as pretty, and that's off the mark. Rubin was hit by her own player, but maintains her balance. Hausdorff now speeding down the court, really turning the wheels on. Is met at the rim by Mejia, and she's called for a foul. That'll be another 2 shots for the Max. The Max have really been hitting the line this quarter, and have done an excellent job of staying in control and avoiding the offensive fouls that have plagued the Panthers.
Absolutely, and it looked like on that play, one defender stepped in, got great positioning, and got a good block, but the other one got her from the back, got her with that contact, and that's what got these refs to make that call. And it looks like we're going to have some substitutions as the freshman Andrea Weiss looks to come into the game.
Hausdorff now from the line misses the first. Andrea Weiss subs in for Gabriella Colton. Now the Max team to go with their small ball lineup. You know, this is a strategy that's been made famous by the Golden State Warriors, who are on a 23-game winning streak to start the year. Quite impressive. And Yeshua, I know that you're a big man. What do you feel about the small ball lineup, especially because it does not fit your specific skill set?
So I think that at times it can be very effective. When you want to push the pace, when you want to kind of get something going, if your offense is a little bit stagnant, it's very important sometimes to get a small ball, to get that small lineup in. But a lot of teams that have given the Warriors a lot of trouble are teams. Wow, pretty move there by Barnes. But a lot of teams that have given the Warriors trouble are teams with a lot of size. A team like the Spurs, who have several big men who have a lot of size. And wow. Andrea Weiss.
Big three-pointer by Andrea Weiss, coming strong off the bench, hitting a pretty three-point shot. Those are her first points of the game. Not a big scorer throughout the season, but love to see a little contribution from her.
Yeah, she's a real up-and-coming star for the Max. We saw that she wanted to go to the Eitan Katz concert tonight, but was unable to because of this game. And she told us, quote, "I love Jewish music, but I live on one proverb. Ball is life." Andrea, you're an inspiration to all.
Ball is life, Andrea. Well said. Here comes Hausdorff, bringing the ball up with just 20 seconds left. Shot clock has been turned off. Weiss now on the right wing, coming off that hot three-pointer to Owen now, but Barnes tried stealing it. Now Owen between her legs. Back to Weiss by the three-point line. Weiss for three? Yes!
Wow!
Three-pointers.
That looks like a prayer!
Andrea Weiss coming out hot off the bench. Oh no, wide open is Barnes down low at the buzzer. But she blew the layup.
Wow, wide open one. You know, the Max were celebrating the second straight three-pointer, and they lost sight of defense. Luckily, Barnes missed a wide-open layup to end that one.
We have a 68-30 lead for the Panthers at the end of the third quarter. We are headed to a commercial break. Happy Hanukkah here from us here in the booth. I'm Benjamin Zerman here with Joshua Zerman. 68-30 lead for the old Westbury Panthers over the Yeshiva University Max. We are about to start the fourth quarter. Owen inbounding the ball for the Max. Kersner brings up the ball. A tight pressure by the old Westbury guards. Owen now bringing the ball, guarded by Pence. Owen looking for something to work with. Dribbles left, passes it left. Wide open Mirsky. Mirsky for three. No, off the front rim. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes dribbling it down herself. We've seen her do this before. She can take it all the way. Here she comes. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Rosner. Great rebound by Rosner. Way to fight down low. Owen now bringing the ball up. Sees an open girl. Mirsky for two. Yes, ma'am.
Count them. And it's very weird. Andrea Weiss hit two huge threes to end the quarter, and then the fourth quarter starts, and she's nowhere to be seen.
Pence down for three, trying to get some points back. That's off the back rim, and that's going to go out of bounds. Yeshiva University gets the ball right back.
It's great to see some fight out of these Max. We haven't really seen it all night. We haven't seen the fans get into it. I think those two big threes at the end of the quarter really helped the Max confidence. And it's good to see now an early bucket. I think this is the fourth straight quarter that the Max had the first bucket of the quarter.
100%, and you hear the crowd getting into now. Kersner taking it to the lane. Kersner blocked by the big Paige Jelinek, the 5'10 freshman out of St. James, New York. Here's Pence. Pence stops on a dime, pulls up for a jump shot, nothing but net. Not only can Pence pass the ball, but we've seen a beautiful jump shot that's been money all game.
Yeah, she's got a wide array of skills. We saw that floater, we saw the three-point shot. We just saw there stopping on a dime and hitting. She got layups, and she's one heck of a passer. I mean, that is unbelievably talented girl right there.
Owen on a pass from Kurzer for 3. Count all 3 of those. The Max seems to be looking for the 3 ball to get back into this game. And you know what? That is one great strategy on how to get back to the game.
Absolutely.
Barnes down low, missed the layup, but it went off Rosner's foot. It will stay here, Old Westbury ball. Barnes, we've seen some pretty moves for, but I've been surprised about how many layups she's missed. Yeshua, I know you're a big man. What's the key goal when you're going up for a layup?
Yeah, I mean, she she got her confidence going early in the first quarter when she had 12 points in only 4 minutes. And I mean, the key for her is you just got to hit one. Sometimes you get in your own head. Sometimes you're like, wow, like, what am I doing? I can't do this. The key is just to hit one, and then everything will start coming.
Ooh, tried to force it there to Barnes. A foul on the Max. So we go against number 55, Michal Algi. That's her 4th.
Michal Algi, her 4th.
Got to be careful here with foul trouble. 8:21 left in the 4th quarter. A 70-35 lead for the Old Westbury Panthers. The Max have gone back to their starting lineup, looking to get some points here late in the game.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Max starters together very often in this game. It's possibly because of foul trouble, possibly just because of a matchup problem.
Oh, beautiful stuff by Rosner. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Yoshua, but a beautiful stuff by Rosner. And the Max now are on the break. Owen in the corner. Owen fakes the shot, dribbles right, fakes it, kicks it back out to Kirshner. Kersner cannot handle the ball, and that's going out of bounds. Old Westbury ball.
And as I was saying before, I mean, the Max starters haven't really been such a unit almost this game. I think combination of matchup problems. Their lineup is generally smaller, their starting lineup, and this Old Westbury team has very big and they're very aggressive. And also, I think because of foul trouble, Kersner's been in foul trouble. Algi has 4. It's been tough for the Max.
Oh, a great steal by Kersner off the inbound pass. Goes up for the layup, misses it. Owen there with the rebound. She's on the floor. She gets tied up, and we got a jump ball.
Jump ball.
It will be, I believe, Lady Max ball. No, I'm sorry. That will be Old Westbury ball.
And the Max are putting on a press. Looks like the Max are trying to, get some energy going, getting that spirit up.
Work their way back into the game 100%.
Absolutely.
Mejia now the point guard for Old Westbury, dribbling the ball with her left hand, stopping and trying to start something up for Old Westbury.
Yeah, one thing I think that might be a con, and that's going to be a block. There have been a lot of charges, but there Kersner gets caught with the block. And I was just, on the note of this full court press that the Max are going to try right now, I'm not sure how effective it might be because generally teams that love to run in transition, teams that really have a lot of guards and a lot of players who can dribble the ball, they don't have a lot of trouble breaking the press. And we saw that first time. They just dribbled the ball straight past the Max with their speed and very good dribbling skill.
Kia Brown-Smalls, number 44, has checked in for Old Westbury. She's a freshman making her first appearance of the game. Pretty move by Jasmine Robinson, the only remaining starter left for Old Westbury in the game right now. And she has been a girl on a mission, taking the ball to the hoop with authority and finishing strong.
Yeah, that is not only constituted points, but also a lot of offensive fouls.
100%. Algi with a beautiful offensive rebound, goes up for the layup. Count those big 2 points.
Yeah, that's where...
Yeah, the 3-point shot has not been working for Mirsky. She has tried multiple times, has not been able to find her stroke, but she's definitely going to keep working on it because they need her 3-point game. She leads the Max in 3-point attempts this season, so she is their 3-point shooter, just had an off game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing Algi being very effective when she grabs that offensive rebound and goes up strong. I think that's where she works. I think that's where she works best. She doesn't necessarily have a full set of skills yet. This is only her first year in the on the team and first year playing at the collegiate level. But we already see she's got that aggressiveness. She can rebound the ball really well, and she's a good finisher. And that's something you really like to see out of a player.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially great to see about a big man is she's averaging 8 points a game, averaging 11 rebounds a game, leading the team. But a surprising stat for me is that she's also second to the team in assists with 1.2 assists per game. If you have a big man that can pass, that can be extremely effective and can really help you run plays. Here's Rosner now, the big man bringing it up as Old Westbury plays a tight man-to-man defense. Kersner now with the ball up top, swings the ball to Mirsky. Mirsky dribbling in, gets caught in the corner, throws it out to Rosner. Rosner now passes it to Kersner. Kersner with the wide open layup. No, blows it. She had the step, she went off her right foot, just put a little too much mustard on that one. Here's number 20, Imani Lariosa for 3. No, misses it. Rebound by Old Westbury, but they miss it again, and here comes Owen. Owen with a crossover on Jordan. Jordan giving her a lot of problems. Nice pick by Mirsky to free up Owen. Owen driving down, pulls up for the jump shot. Yes, ma'am. Another 2 points for Owen.
Yeah, she's looked rock solid tonight. I mean, she's hit a couple threes, she's got a couple layups, and then we just saw her with a nice pull-up, nice pull-up jumper.
Kendra Jordan now bringing up the ball, right, looking to run a double high post. Here comes Lariosa. Lariosa passes it to number 50, Alexis Hart.
That's 4 steps, maybe even 5.
No call though, as the Max regained possession. Here comes Kersner dribbling down to Rosner up top, to Algie on the left wing. Back up top to Kersner. Kersner 1 step in, jump shot? No, way off.
Kersner's been real cold tonight. I mean, she has 0 field goals. She's attempted 6 or 7.
Now,
it's been a tough
surprisingly,
game.
Kersner did not start last game. In fact, Hausdorff started for her. She's back in the starting lineup. But if I'm the coach, I have not been impressed so far with her performance. What do you think of her play so far?
I mean, it's tough when you get in foul trouble early. You don't get a fluid motion as you can get timeout here for the Max. But it's really tough when you're a point guard, you're a starting point guard, and you get into foul trouble early. You don't get in the motion of the game. You get excited for the game, you get pumped up, and 2 minutes in, you're already back on the bench for the half. It's really tough to get in a fluid flow and a fluid motion, and we've kind of seen that she's been pretty rigid. She's been pretty stagnant.
Yeah. I remember about when I played, I used to get into foul trouble. It really throws you off your momentum and your flow to have to spend a large portion of the game on the bench, and it can be really troubling for a player.
Absolutely, and speaking of foul trouble, something that's really bothered, I'm going to move now to the men's team, has been fouls. Their big men, Shelby Rosenberg, Mike Berg, they're rock solid. I mean, Shelby is by far their best player. He is an incredible talent. 3-pointers, dunks, moves down low, but they've really got to stay out of foul trouble. I mean, the bench hasn't been as good, and all our viewers should stay tuned for the game starting at 9 p.m. when the men's team will play here at Baruch College, not at the Maxton Athletic Center. Let's see if they can stay out of trouble, and let's see if they can get another Skyline Conference win.
We're back here at action. 5:54 remaining in the 4th quarter. Mursky for 3, looking for her stroke. Misses again, but Algie with a strong offensive rebound. She gets hacked on the dribble, and the ball. Max will maintain the ball down low. Algie again strong on the offensive boards. Got to be impressed with the effort she's been put in, and that's why she was inserted into the starting lineup. She did not start the first 2 games of the season, but has impressed the coaches and has earned a spot in the starting lineup, and I think she's here to stay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the first quarter, we didn't see that aggression really from her, but since then, she's been rock solid.
Here comes Kersner. Kersner trying to find that stroke, cannot. Kersner and Mercy have been ice cold. They've been a big problem for the Max scoring. Ooh, Kayla Jordan, a quick move, but calls for the carry.
I think one thing that the Max have a bright spot is their inbounds plays. They've been extraordinarily effective of getting girls wide open under the basket. They just haven't been able to finish.
100%. Here comes Kersner running the show, trying to make a play happen. Pass it to Owen, who's cutting for a wide open layup. A very, very pretty finish. Kendra Jordan now brings the ball up. Kendra swings it to number 50. That's Alexis Hart. She drives it back to Kendra. Kendra to Lopez. Lopez, a step back 3. No, off the mark. Rosner with the rebound. She gets trapped though, and is tied up by Alexis Lopez. Jump ball.
Foul. There's a foul actually at Old Westbury on the jump. It looked like someone kind of moved in, got Rosner's hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my mistake. I thought that was a jump ball, tied her up.
And
well.
you know what? I mean, let's talk a little about the Lady Max. They have a first-year coach. This is their first year in the conference. It's very, very difficult sometimes when this is kind of a lot of new players. We've seen some first-year players getting a lot of minutes, scoring a lot of points. It's a tough transition, and it's going to be a tough adjustment.
100%. It's going to take some time. These type of changes do not provide immediate results, but hopefully, step by step, game by game, we'll be able to see some improvement and some chemistry being built. And we even see a larger fan support, which is really great to see. As a lot of fans have come out tonight to cheer on the Max. And hopefully as the team improves and as the team gets better and as the team becomes a more affluent member of the Skyline Conference, their name will get a little bit more out there and they'll become a much better and bigger team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always tough when you go into new stomping grounds and you don't really know what to expect. You don't really know what the competition is going to be like, and every game seems like it's a new. Old Westbury has been in the Skyline Conference for many years. They know exactly what's coming every single game, and they know exactly the kind of energy they need to put into every game. The Lady Max, they're going to learn the hard way.
Yep, 100%. It'll take game by game. It's a long process, but we're in it here for the long run, and hopefully the Max will continue to improve. Ooh, off that rebound by Old Westbury. We got it traveled. 4:42 left in the fourth quarter. 72-41 lead for Old Westbury. Yeshiva with the ball. Trying to run this effective inbound play. Let's see if it works again.
Yeshiva has had a much better fourth quarter and end of third quarter than they did the rest of the game. They were down as much as 41, and now they've, cut it 10 points to 31.
Hausdorff with a beautiful jump shot off the front rim, got that friendly shooter's roll into the basket, kind of lead to 72-43.
And although that might be a combination of the starters being out, but I think also the Lady Macs have started hitting some more shots. They've hit some threes as Kendra Jordan's putting on some beautiful moves.
But loses the ball and pass up to Owen. Owen now on the fast break. One girl left to beat. It's Monique Joseph. She pulls up for the layup. Yes, sir. She'll hit those 2 points. And we have a timeout by the YU Macs. We will head to a commercial break. We're back here. Old Westbury brings up the ball. 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Please stay tuned even after the game as we have our post-game show. We will interview some of the Star Max players. The Old Westbury team fighting for the rebounds. No, we got a jump ball called.
That's the right call. Went up for a shot. Hands went on it. Ball never came out of her hands. That's what we call a jump ball. And the Macs are still struggling rebounding the ball. I mean, we saw there 3, 4, 5 chances for Old Westbury, and although the Macs were able to play some good defense and get a jump ball, that's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, for future games, that's something they're definitely going to have to work on. I remember running some tough drills, really getting my body hit hard in some of those rebounding drills. Beautiful pump fake and move by Monique Joseph, but she could not hit the layup. Here comes Tess Blaustein down the left sideline. Gets slowed up, throws it to Hausdorff, cross court on the right sideline. She'll slow the ball up and call it a play to Tess Blaustein on the left. Rosner sending her a pick. She's got nothing there, looking for a pass. She's got Owen in the high post. Owen, a pretty one dribble move, hits that jump shot.
That's a great shot.
Owen seems to be very comfortable in the high post, Joshua. Would you like to see her there a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, the thing, the difficulty about putting your best player in the high post is you got to get her the ball there. They haven't been able to do that for most of the game, and they finally look like they're able to get her the ball in positions where she can score, and she's doing exactly that.
Jasly Mejia was playing point there, pulling some nice moves on Hausdorff. Hausdorff called for the foul. We have a sub here now as Colton comes in for Rosner. And one more.
And we see Andrea Weiss back in for the Lady Macs. She had 2 huge 3-pointers to end the third quarter. Let's see maybe if she can bring that spark that she brought at the end of that quarter, maybe to the end of this quarter, and bring this game even closer. Only 25.
Yeah, the Maccabee shoes have been ice cold from 3-point land besides for Andrea, so we'd like to see a few more shots coming from her. Oh, beautiful play. Alexis Lopez was wide open, but Mejia could not find him. Mejia now back to Alexis Lopez on the right corner. Drives in. And an offensive foul. Alexis Lopez called for the offensive foul.
That's her 5th foul. That will be a foul out. I think at least 2 of those were offensive. Again, I think these Old Westbury guards are getting in the lane, but instead of stopping like we saw Pence do, they're trying to take it all the way, and they're trying to go right through Lady Macs, and they've been standing their ground.
Antoinette Betoyer subs in for her. She's a senior guard making her first appearance of the game. Hopefully she can get some nice minutes and show us what she's got. Here comes Hausdorff driving down the right side. She slips, she falls, but maintains the ball. Passes out to Weiss. Weiss drives in, looks for a pass. Oh, it looks like a lollipop, and Blaustein comes down with it. Blaustein goes up with it, blocked by Jelinek, and it is off of her. No, I'm sorry, it's off of Jelinek, Yeshiva ball.
Yeah,
Old Westbury grabbed the ball.
That was clearly a block. It was
I
a
thought so
good
too.
hard block. Max are going to keep the ball here. 2:49 left. Down 72-47, and I'd like to make sure that everyone sticks around for the post-game where we'll be interviewing some of the stars of the Lady Mac team, some of the seniors, and talk to them about past seasons and the difference this year about the Skyline Conference and maybe some up-and-coming stars.
And following our post-game show, the men's game will be broadcasted here. The men's team's playing Sarah Lawrence College. Andrea Weiss for 3. No. Misses her first 3-pointer of the day. I was excited there that she was going to hit it. Here comes Old Westbury on the fast break. Up ahead to Larry Yosef for a pretty layup.
Doesn't matter who Old Westbury puts in, they're still in transition, and the Macs still aren't getting back.
Blaustein kicks it out to Rubin. Rubin for 2. No, off the rim. Jelinek with the rebound, looking for that outlet pass. Mejia pushing the ball. 74-47 lead for the Panthers. 2:19 left in the quarter.
Lovely no-look pass.
pass.
She got hacked. Lovely pass.
Alexis Hart was cutting to the lane. Mejia found her, and now she will be shooting 2 at the line.
Number 10, Tess Blaustein.
Tess Blaustein picks up her 3rd foul.
The Lady Macs just haven't gone back on defense. We see possession after possession where it doesn't even seem as though that the break's going to start, but the Macs are, walking back on D, jogging back on D, and they don't get back in time, and it's caused a lot of trouble.
Has definitely scored a lot of points here in transition. As Old Westbury takes their first time out of the game, 2:15 left here in the 4th quarter. Looks like Coach Michael Krasnoff wants to draw something up.
Yeah, I mean, Westbury, they haven't really needed any reason to be in the game, to be calling timeouts this game. They came out hot and they've stayed hot. And although the lead has kind of dwindled down to 25, sometimes when you're up so many points, they're up as much as 42 points. Sometimes when you're up by that much, you just kind of lose some of that urge, some of that energy. And the Macs had a couple threes, a bucket late in the quarter, and that ended that 3rd quarter, and they brought them to the 4th quarter and played a real rock-solid 4th quarter.
Got to compliment Old Westbury and their coach. Sometimes when the bench players come in, the game becomes a little bit more of a joke, but the coaches tried calling that timeout to keep it serious, keep them running their plays, and to keep getting good looks, to keep playing hard basketball, because from the last guy on your bench to your first guy on your bench, you want to be playing hard, strong basketball, and that's what Old Westbury is looking to do. Here we go, Alexis Hart at the line, shooting 2, misses her first. Sometimes when you come out right off the bench, you're a little cold. You don't get those first few to go in. But once you get a little bit warmed up, you'll start to see a lot more free throws fall.
Yeah, I mean, it's always really tough when you're coming off the bench. It's a totally different. You have to have a totally different mindset. Starting the game, you have warm-ups for 20, 30 minutes, and then you go right into ball. When you're on the bench, you're sitting there for you don't even know how long, and all of a sudden, coach can call your name and expects results.
100%. It is a hard transition. And, I remember that you were always a starter. You were the star player. I actually had some bench time. I had some experience. It is a tough transition to come back into that game and try to make an immediate impact. Here comes the Panthers off the Lady Macs turnover. 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. 74-47 lead. Housed off. Cart reaching yet again.
Yeah, the Lady Macs point guards, they've had a lot of trouble staying in front of Old Westbury guards. They seem like they're poking a lot, trying to go for steals and try to, instead of playing D with their feet, and they're getting fouls almost 30 plus feet away from the basket, which you can't really have, especially when you're in the bonus.
So that's gonna be 2 shots from Mejia. Mejia misses the first. Something that's been very impressive about Old Westbury was that in the first half they really hit their free throws. When they did get to the line, they made sure to capitalize. And free throws can be such an easy, such an important and vital part of the game. It's called a free throw because it's supposed to be an easy shot. But usually games can be won or lost based on free throw percentages.
They call them the charity stripe because those are supposed to be the easy ones. But we see time and time again, even on the pro level, on the collegiate level, doesn't matter where you look, they're just not taken seriously enough.
Here comes Housdale dribbling up the ball. We're under 2 minutes now left here. Throws it to Weiss on the wing. Weiss dribbling left. Throws it to Colton up top. Colton to Tess Blaustein on the left wing. Blaustein with a crazy play loses the ball, and it's going to Tori Bellings, who dribbles down the court. Tori Bellings all the way to the hoop, but blows the layup. Throws the ball. Here comes Tess Blaustein. Down the right side. Goes in for a beautiful layup, but no, could not capitalize. Foul on Dina Rubin. Dina Rubin tried getting that offensive rebound. I like the effort, but you got to be a little bit more careful when you're trying to get an offensive rebound.
Absolutely, but we do like the aggression. I mean, it's rough. It's unlucky that they're in the bonus, and now Old Westbury is gonna be shooting free throws yet again. But you like to see that aggression, and it looks like 2 new players are coming in for the Macs. 2 players that haven't checked in yet. Number 11, Shira Dean, and number 32, Shoshana Rosenberg.
All right, let's see if they can make an impact here later in the game. Get some shots off and maybe cut into this Old Westbury lead. as Alexis Hart hits her first free throw. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, warming up. You know, you get a few shots in and you start warming up. She missed her first two, but she came out strong here and hit her first.
It's great to see. I mean, as a Lady Mac supporter, I don't know if I want her to hit the free throw, but generally, after those first few, you're going to start getting more consistent.
No shot. We got a lane violation on number 55. That's Paige Jelinek.
Only a minute and a half left, and I want to tell all our viewers to make sure to tune in at 9 p.m. to the men's game. And right after this game, we will have a post-game show with interviews with some of the star Lady Max players.
Here's Shirafine now, just chipped into the game, trying to make something happen. Dina Rubin drove to lane, got stolen from her by Bellings. Bellings up to Lariosa. Lariosa goes up with it and is fouled by Colton. Lariosa will be shooting two. As we are here with only a minute 13 left, we'd like to thank the crew here on our Max Live team. On the camera, we have Michael Osborne, an excellent cameraman with a few years of experience under his belt. We have Owen Glickman running the show, always doing a great job, and you can count on him to be at every game. And
Joseph Frankel, who is our producer, our leader, our driver, got us here on time. Big thank you to him as well. As the men's team is coming out, they're juiced, about to start warming up. They can't wait to get their game, the second half of Max Madness, underway.
We have a scramble now for the ball. Oh. They called it an early jump ball. It looked like no one had possession, but the ref didn't want anyone getting hurt.
Yeah, sometimes when it's this late in the game, the best thing to do is just blow your whistle and make sure no one gets hurt.
100%. As the men's team walks in, you see the freshmen carrying the balls. That's always the freshman hazing that's going on.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter where you go. The freshman always got to do the dirty work, but once you become a sophomore, it's all clean from there.
Tori Bellings, wide open lane, decides to bring it back out.
Looks like Old Westbury is gonna. There's only 20 seconds left in the shot clock, so they can't hold for one, but it looks like they're going to slow it down. This game's all but over.
Tori Bellings had a wide open layup, missed it, but on the second chance, made sure to punch it in. 78-47 lead. Let's see if the Max can score a late basket here. Number 32, Shauna Rosenberg brings up the ball. In her limited action, has not yet to get a shot off. Down low to Owen. Owen drives in. Pretty jump shot. No, off the front rim. Jelinek with the rebound. Up to Tori Bellings.
I mean, that was a good shot by Owen, but when you fade, you make that shot so much tougher.
We have 30 seconds left, only a 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. A cutting number, Antoinette Metoyer, the senior 5'6" guard from Brooklyn, New York, and the Old Westbury bench went crazy to see her score. Here's Owen, kicking it out to Rosenberg. Back to Owen in the corner. Only 10 seconds left in the game. 80-47. 5, 4, 3, 2. Owen gets the last shot off. No good. That's the final. 80-47. Old Westbury beats the Yeshiva University Maccabees. It was a great game. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we hope to be back very soon with our post-game show. Hi, we're here with some of the Yeshiva University Maccabee players. You guys want to introduce yourself for the camera?
I'm Mursky. I'm the senior from White Plains. Hi, I'm Sadie Rosner. I'm a junior from Whittier. I'm Julia Owen.
So the first thing we want to ask you guys is the transition to going to the Skyline Conference? We know last year you guys were not in the Skyline Conference, and looks like it's a much more difficult competition. How's the transition been for you guys?
Well, I think that we played the Skyline Conference teams, and they're just a part of our conference when we're in Hudson Valley, and we can compete with them and we can win. Tonight, I think, was
We're a little slow getting back, but we can definitely win, and we definitely belong in the Skyline Conference.
What were you guys happy to see about tonight? What was you think your best part of your game tonight?
I mean, we've been working on offensive fouls, and I took a lot of charges tonight, so I'm really happy about that.
And Tess took, I think, 3, so that's good.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely saw you guys dropping like it's hot when they got in the lane. One last question for you guys. Looking forward, how do you guys see yourselves kind of shaping up in this conference as a team? Where do you guys feel like you're at right now?
I feel that every game we're growing. This is our 7th, 8th game, and every game we've noticed like improvement on defense, offense, whatever it is. And we're gonna continue to see that every game, and we're gonna really start coming out on top.
Guys, we have a new coach here at the Max. Mike Malone, what have you guys felt that he's brought to the team?
Coach Alon definitely brings a different kind of energy to the Max. I think he thinks about the game more geometrically, which has taught us how to think about defense and offense differently and to approach it specifically with how the other team is playing. So I think that's helped us get into the game differently.
So we have some seniors here. What did it feel like to play your last season for the Max? A little bit sad, trying to make the most out of it?
Yeah, it is a little bit sad playing. I wish I could stay for another year. I don't know. I think there's some rules. We could find a loophole or two, I think. But I'm ready. I've been here for this is my 3rd year, and I've learned a lot, and I'm ready to play my senior season.
Yeah, same thing. It's my 4th year. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to really bring everything together and capitalize on what I've been working on the past 3 years.
That's awesome. And guys, looking forward, what do you guys think of the freshmen for next year and how they've been developing on the bench?
Everybody's been working hard in practice and working hard in games, and I think that's promising for our future.
That's really amazing. All right, guys, good luck in future games.
so
Really
much.
great game tonight.
Thanks for taking the time, guys. Have a good one.
What a game. The Yeshiva Maccabees put up a valiant effort but could not come away with the victory as they lost 80-47. Yeshua, what did you see was your favorite part of the Maccabees game tonight?
I think final word was we definitely saw some hope there. We saw some really good playing. Owen definitely showed why she's the captain and why she's the best player on this team. And I think moving forward, they have to keep their heads high and play a good second half. And they should be excited about the second half of their season. This men's game.
Yeah, Yeshua, I know that you were on the men's team. I know that you got some insider information. What are you looking forward to in this game?
I mean, this men's team has got height, they've got talent, and they've got a lot of pride. They really want to win, and you can see in every player, the way that they practice every morning from 5:30 to 8. It's really a sight to see. We wish them the best of luck. Everyone stay tuned. 9 p.m. the Yeshiva Men's Max will be taking on the College of St. Lawrence, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
split here as the boys team takes on Sarah Lawrence College. I'm Yosef Robin along with Moishi Linfield. And Moishi, what do we have in store here tonight?
We have a great matchup between two Skyline Conference foes. YU has now won 2 straight Skyline games after starting conference play 0-2, while Sarah Lawrence has started 0-4 in conference play after a rough season last year where they went 1-24. So both teams are looking tonight to continue success, as Sarah Lawrence has already won 2 games this year, yet to win their first Skyline game.
And Moish, what do you think YU has to do tonight in order to pull out a victory against the Sarah Lawrence Griffins?
I think what's going to be key tonight is getting the rebounds. Sarah Lawrence has some incredible size up front, and they have a few guys who are 4 or 5 inches taller, so it'll be key for YU to get the better positioning on the boards and try to bang the baskets home after. In terms of leads, what would you say has been a strength struggle for YU this year?
In YU's 2 losses against Mount St. Vincent and Mount St. Mary's, they put in great second half effort, and so they really need to stress a fast start. They need to continue their win streak, and we'll see if they're able to do that after this break.
Yeah.
College, and your 4-3 Yeshiva And now the starting lineups for today's matchup. Starting first, visiting Griffins of Sarah Lawrence College. A sophomore from Wayne, Massachusetts, number 3, Hayden Siegel. A junior from San Jose, California, number 13, Wyatt Russell. A junior from Lazarus, Serbia, number 24, Stefan Radoslavic. A junior from San Francisco, California, number 33, Glenn Gillard. And a junior from Monroe, Connecticut, number 32, Matt Garrett. The Griffins are coached by head coach Chris Emmer and assistant coaches Rick Height and Julius Allen.
5.
And we are just a couple of minutes away from tip-off here at Baruch College. We have a packed crowd, electric atmosphere, and we're all excited to watch some good basketball.
Ready to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game here. This is the second time Yeshiva's playing here this year.
I'm going to put the scoreboard up when the
They
game
lost
starts.
earlier this year to Baruch in an out-of-conference game, but as important as that was, tonight is what matters most, as this conference game will help set the pace for the year.
Starting for Yeshiva will be Jordan Hode, Shelby Rosenberg, Mikey Berg, Shia Weiss, and Joseph Amar. Before Sarah Lawrence, we have Malin Siegel, Wyatt Rushlow, Stephen Radisov-Levich, Graham Gillerin, and Matt Garrick. And the tip-off is secured by Yeshiva University, and they will have the first possession. Jordan Hode will start things off. Jordan directing the offense here, trying to find some room. He brings it hard to the hoop, floats it in!
It's good. That is exactly what we talked about. We wanted a strong start from Yeshiva and a basket and one coming up here. And Hode is shooting 86% from the line, so nothing better for Yeshiva than having Hode at the line to put up 3-0 less than 15 seconds into the game.
Hode misses that free throw attempt. Graham Gillerin takes it and starts it the other way for the Griffins. The scoreboard, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. It will be live in a minute. Right now it's 2-0 YU. And an attempt by Matt Garrick falls short. And now Mikey Berg brings it the other way. Berg to the paint, gives it back to Hode. Hode shouts his directions and they'll get started once again. Malin Siegel with the defense. Jordan Hode looking for real estate, gives it to Shia Weiss. Now gives it to Shelby Rosenberg, back to Mikey Berg. Good ball movement early on. Joseph Amar takes it. Now it's Berg. Berg to Weiss. And as the shot clock expires, and that will not count.
Yeah, so it looks like Yeshiva might not have adjusted so much to the change in shot clock, down from 35 seconds down to 30, and that will be key to make sure they keep their possessions timed correctly and to not give away an opportunity where they made the shot, they just couldn't get it off in time.
And YU breaks into their press defense, and the Griffins break it and start the other way. Now Wyatt Rushlow has it. Gives it down low to Radisov-Levich. To Graham Gillerin, who floats one, and it's good. We are tied up 2-2. YU has had good ball movement, but they ran out of time last possession. We'll see if they quicken things up.
Yeah, I think it was just maybe not knowing how much time was there. They were moving around. They had open shots. They were just waiting. So I think they'll be all right going forward.
Jordan Hode trying to find some room. He'll take it back. Gives it to Joseph Amar. Amar with 7 seconds on the clock. Time is running low again. Weiss tries to force it inside for Shelby Rosenberg. That's a turnover, and Wyatt Rushlow will start it the other way.
Yeah, you could see a big presence in the paint by the Griffins tonight, and that'll be clear for the Macs to get into the paint, get those easy layups if they can, and to really drive into the basket.
Radisov-Levich gives it to Garrick, who goes for a tough bucket inside. He doesn't get it, but he gets the foul call, so he'll go for the line for 2.
Yeshiva foul number 44, Shelby Rosenberg. His first, team's first foul.
It will be Matt Garrick at the line.
Garrick is a 77% free throw shooter. Let's see what he does here.
And he gives the Griffins their first lead of the game. 3-2, 17:44 left in the first half. And the second shot goes in as well. So it's 4-2 now, and YU trying to cut back into this deficit. Mikey Berg gets fouled by Wyatt Rushlow. And they'll start again.
Wyatt Rushlow. First, team's second.
Let's see what YU does here. They've been running down the clock a lot, and see if they could get off a quicker shot, see if they could get into the paint.
And Jordan Hode again. He's done a good job communicating with the team, moving the ball around. Let's see if they can convert it to points this time. Joseph Amar for 3. It's good. YU back on top. It's 5-4.
Just like all year, Mark's been hitting those 3 and has been clutch for the Maccabees.
And back on the other end, it's Steven Radosavljevic with easy layup, so it's 6-5.
They got to get back on defense a lot quicker, as this team can score and will take those easy opportunities and convert.
And Shia Weiss, in the meantime, tries to drive the lane and get a layup, and the ball gets hit off of him out of bounds, so it's the Griffins' ball again. Joseph Amar has the most three-pointers for this YU team. That's his 12th. Judah Cohn is next at 11. So we could look for Amar to keep hitting those. And it will be taken the other way. Siegel tries to get it up, and it's rejected by Mikey Berg. Strong play there. It will be the Griffins' ball underneath the hoop. Wyatt Rushlow on the inbound pass. Rushlow gives it to Garrick, who puts one up, and it's good. Nice little shot by Garrick.
Once again, we're seeing a slow start perhaps by Yeshiva, as they have, even in their 2 wins, in the first half they've struggled to keep a lead.
Jordan Hode fires it to Amar. Amar gets a pick, shoots another 3. That one off the rim, and it's going the other way. Griffins taking it slow. It'll be Rushlow. Amar on defense. Rushlow gets it into Radosavljevic. He floats it up with the right hook. Grabbed by Mikey Berg. He's fast in transition the other way. And Mikey Berg goes up with it. That's no good. And Mikey Berg gets called for a foul coming back.
Maccabees foul number 0, Michael Berg. His first, team's second foul.
Checking in for the Griffins is number 5, Gabe Aang. He will replace Matt Garrick. But it's Rushlow with the ball now. It is Sarah Lawrence with the 8-5 lead with 16 minutes left of the first half. And shot, that's no good from the hands of Gillerin, and it'll be going the other way.
Seems now that YU's picking up the pace a little after those first couple possessions, which either expired or the shot clock went down and they gave up the ball. So it's good to see YU transitioning on that end.
Shelby looking for his options, gives it back to Berg, who fumbles it. Back down low to Shelby. He loses the handle, and it's going the other way.
Rough start there for Shelby Rosenberg as he's trying to put it in, get it through the paint, as we said would be key for this Max team to win tonight.
Why are you looking a little bit cautious on offense? They've run out of time once. They've lost a handle on a couple of times. They really got to focus on driving this one home. As a 3-point attempt falls short, grabbed by Shelby Rosenberg, and it's going the other way.
So yeah, we have seen no issue for YU to get those rebounds despite the height disparity, so that is always a good thing to see.
And a 3-point attempt by Amar, that's off its mark. Good rebound by Siegel, and it's going the other way. Wyatt Rushlow meets the floor, but he's back up and has the ball now. Gives it to Siegel, who fires a 3. That one, no good, and another rebound by YU. Good back and forth action early on in this contest. As Shia Weiss goes up and in, a nifty layup.
They're going to need us to do a few more of those, getting through the paint, getting up those easy 2 points, and they can't rely all night to be shooting 3s from Joseph Amar.
It will be Siegel. And Gillerin wanted the ball there, didn't get it, and he's running around trying to get open. Gillerin with the ball now. Goes down low, up and in, nice layup, and YU looking to respond to another basket by Gillerin. Shelby Rosenberg handling the ball, and Jordan Hode receives it. Jordan goes around the arc, gives it to Shia. Shia Weiss tries to get by, and a block is called on Wyatt Rushlow. And a couple of subs waiting to come in. We have Parker Hagmeyer for the Griffins, and we have Michael Hayone for YU. Mikey Berg catches the inbound pass, gives it back to Jordan. Jordan Hode to Weiss. Weiss gives it to Amar. Amar, good ball movement again. Hayone touching the ball now to Berg.
Ooh.
Berg a little too anxious, took a couple of steps there.
Turnover there for the Max. They're going to have to try to avoid those also tonight, as mistakes will be capitalized, especially in a close game right now, being only a 3-point deficit. So obviously they will try to limit the turnovers.
Checking into the game now is Judah Cohen, freshman for Yeshiva University. It'll be Siegel though for Sarah Lawrence. To Hagmeyer, back to Siegel. Siegel, corner to Gillerin. He can't control it, and it'll be YU basketball.
Excellent defense there to get the turnover, and now YU will have another shot to tie up the game.
Jude Cohen will do the ball handling instead of Jordan Hode, who checked out a moment ago. Shia Weiss goes down low, and a nice layup by Shia Weiss. He's looked impressive so far, creating opportunities for himself. And it'll be taken the other way. Up and in by Steven Radoslavlevich. And back the other way is YU. It seems like YU is a little bit too harsh on their press.
There.
And another turnover going the other way. It'll be Radoslavlevich. He floats it in from a foot out. And YU now down 14-9 with 12 minutes and change to go.
Yeah, it was interesting to see YU doing the full press, which was leaving the Griffins out and open up front, which they were able to convert easily a couple times now. So let's see if they try to change the press a little and what they're going to do going forward.
Griffins having no trouble breaking it, and they've been getting a lot of odd man rushes going the other way. As Michael Hayone unable to secure that rebound, and the Griffins will have the ball back. A few players checking into the game now. Dean Pianica. We have Shelby Rosenberg, Michael Hayone, Jordan Hode's back in.
Justin Hode.
Oh, that's Justin Hode rather.
Yeah, not the start the Max were looking for. They've been known for their slow starts. They've come back in the second half, but obviously we have a big crowd on hand tonight. You want to get them involved. You want to get the crowd excited, and to try to get back a little bit here.
And I'd say a close to capacity crowd here at Baruch College. They're just waiting to explode. YU hoping to give them something to cheer for. Hagmeyer gives it to Garrick. Can't go up with it. He's double teamed by Adler and Pianica and force a turnover. It's going the other way. Rosenberg to Pianica. Oh, the reverse layup falls just short. Hagmeyer starts it the other way for the Griffs. Gilliner, long three off the back rim, and it'll be going the other way now. And a timeout is taken by the Griffins. And what are your impressions on the game so far?
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's look at the crowd right now. We have a very excited crowd.
They're giving out some free swag for the fans in attendance as a part of Max Madness. That's greatly appreciated. We have a couple of signs in the upper deck if you see. Sam Moses and SK holding up signs, and like we said, they haven't had so much to cheer for yet, but you can see they're into the game and they're just waiting for YU's offense to start lighting it up.
Yeah, we have a team here that can hit shots. Shelby Rosenberg, he can get you 15, 16 points a game. So they have the firepower to do it, and I think it's just a matter of time till they do it.
And people were wondering how they were going to do without Benji Ritholtz, and they've done a pretty good job without him. They found points where they needed it. Players have stepped up and filled their roles, and we haven't seen it yet tonight. Hopefully that timeout can get them to regroup and get going.
Yeah, most definitely. Last year, the Max were a surprise in the skyline, finishing higher than expected. And then this year, with that respect from last year, they're expected to finish 5th. They currently sit 6th at 2-2. So they hope to go win tonight to go improve to 3-2 in that regard.
Pianica throws it cross court to Rosenberg, who gives it back to Judah Adler, who will get things going for YU. Justin Hode to Pianica, who goes with a meaning to the hoop but he can't convert it, and it's going the other way. Hagmeyer goes 1-on-4, loses the ball, and it's YU's possession. And once again, YU inability to score, and then Sarah Lawrence goes quickly the other way, and they have numbers usually. So YU's got to make sure they get back on defense there.
Yeah, YU has to be very careful with these fast breaks that the Griffins have had. And they weren't able to convert there, but this team has shown they are able to, and YU will be smart to
Rosenberg
make
is shot off the rim. They've been getting chances for themselves, just can't knock down those buckets. And it will be Eng with the ball. Gives it down low to Garibaldi. Gillerin now, back to Hagmeyer, who puts it up, and it's good. And it will be YU looking to respond again. They've had to answer a lot of baskets tonight, but they've been coming up empty on a few of them. They're down 7 with 10:27 to go. That shot by Justin Hode is no good, and Eng starts it the other way for Sarah Lawrence.
Yeah, once
Garrett
again
takes a shot from the outside. That rims out. Good rebound by Justin Hode, who gives it to Judah Cohen, who goes fast in transition. Judah tries to force it in to Hayone. YU will keep possession. And look at this, it's a full line change for YU. It's like a hockey game out there, 5 in, 5 out.
Yeah, it was not exactly, weren't able to get the points in taking those outside shots, so YU's going to try something new, get it back in, 3 of those starters to see if they could get back into the basket and score the points to tie this game up.
Included in the line change is first time on the court, Tal Guetta, number 21 on YU. For Sarah Lawrence, they put in number 15, Austin Jones. So both teams kind of going into their bench a little bit. Rejection by Sarah Lawrence going the other way. It's Eng. Puts one up off the glass, it's no good. It caroms up, and another rebound by Sarah Lawrence, but they get called for travel.
Yeah, once again we saw there the height of Sarah Lawrence with that block, so YU has to keep that in mind as they are playing a very tall school tonight.
And often YU usually does not have a height advantage. They have some tall fellas, but not some of the same height of the other teams what they put out there. But you know,
yeah.
I understand that rebounding is not all about height. A lot about strategy, positioning.
100%, and we've seen they have not struggled too much getting rebounds. They've been getting the boards. We have not seen Sarah Lawrence with offensive boards.
And a huge 3 points there for Jordan Hode. And it's 16-12 now. They're just down 4. Hagmeyer pump fakes. Gives it to Garibaldi, who hits a shot from the side. It'll be going the other way. Joseph Amar waits and gives it to his trusty point guard, Jordan Hode. Gives it to Weiss. Shuffles the ball along. Jordan Hode has the ball again to Joseph Amar, who puts up a 3. And that's good! 18-15, now Sarah Lawrence.
2 threes in a row, and the crowd is loving it.
And they're starting to feel YU coming from behind here. It's just a 3-point lead with 8:34 to go in the first half. A kick ball means it's Sarah Lawrence possession underneath the basket. Austin Jones gives it into Gillerin. Gillerin puts one up. And good rebound by Mikey Berg. He really had to battle for that one. And he goes the other way quickly to Amar from beyond the line. Oh, just misses, but a big rebound by Weiss. Shot clock resets. Jordan Hode. Guetta with the ball now, sporting a nice looking headband. Weiss drives, and he gets fouled. So YU keeps the ball. Checking in now is Eitan Potash, taking out Talgueta. Good possession for YU.
That is the 4th foul now by the Griffins as they are getting closer to foul trouble here with 8 minutes remaining in the first half.
And Weiss takes it to the hoop, tries to get it over to Gillerin. And that's a tall order, no pun intended, for Weiss, trying to get it over the 6'8" Graham Gillerin of Sarah Lawrence, and he draws the foul.
One thing that YU has been struggling with this year is their free throw percentage. They're the second worst free throw shooting team in the conference. There, as Shia hits the first one, he's hit 60% this year, so I'm sure he would love to see that higher. And that will be key going forward, especially in these late game situations, which they have been in many times, to hit those free throws.
And Weiss goes 2 for 2. YU's down 1 here in the first half. And the way things are going, I'm sure they'll take it. And their press is almost caused a steal, and there it is. Shai Weiss the other way. Going up with it, he gets fouled, and he'll return to the line, looking to take the lead for YU. So their press was causing some issues for them early, but that time they tripped up the Griffins and caused the steal, and looking to convert that to points.
Yeah, excellent steal there, going straight to the basket, not messing around at all, and here he'll look to put YU up by 1 with 2 shots here.
Weiss hits the first one. And I've been impressed with Weiss tonight. He's had some nifty plays down low. He's drawn some fouls. He's battled against the bigger opponents. Like what we're seeing today.
Yeah, on this 5th night of Hanukkah, this is definitely not the Maccabees of old, where it was the weak versus the strong. This YU team has the ability to win, and they're the favorites to win tonight.
And it'll be Jordan Hode doing the controlling for YU. Gives it to Potash. Bounces it out to Berg. Berg drives a lane. He gets hacked, and he'll go to the line. And YU, they've just been driving to the basket hard, and they've been drawing fouls. They've just got to nail these free throws as they're down 2 with 7:18 to go in the first half.
Yeah, definitely it's been great for YU. The fouls, they've only had 2 themselves. They've drawn 7, so that'll be key perhaps in the late part of the game if this stays a close game where they're able to use the players they want without any worries of foul trouble.
Berg trying to get himself focused for the second shot. They can't miss these. These are points they are leaving off the scoreboard.
Entering tonight, 68% from the line for Berg.
And he drains that second one. Still a little bit disappointed in himself. But they are down 1 with 7:18 to go.
We see some interesting signs in the crowd, including a Sarah Lawrence deflates basketballs. So this crowd is definitely looking to keep it interesting here tonight.
And Sarah Lawrence, they have a couple of guys from Massachusetts. Maybe the fans did their scouting report, knew they were Patriot fans, and are taking a knock at the deflation controversy of last year.
Yeah, what's interesting about Sarah Lawrence is they have a very widespread team. They have a few guys from California, one guy from Serbia, another guy from China. They're definitely a very out there team compared to some of the more teams they play in the Skyline Conference with New York players.
And the Serbian Radosavljevic puts a couple up, grabs his own rebound, draws the foul there. He's a native of Lazarevic, Serbia. And he will shoot 2 from the line.
And if we have anyone in Lazarevic right now watching the game, we wish you an early good morning at approximately 4 a.m. there.
We're happy you picked Max Live to watch this game as your native boy just hits his first free throw. Checking into the game for YU is Michael Hayone. And Shelby Rosenberg will take a short rest. I'm sure we'll see him again.
Yeah, with 7 minutes remaining, we want to see maybe YU take the lead now down 3. It'll be important going into the half with at least a good streak because that's been a very solid game.
And Jordan Hode tries to force one, but nothing was there. Weiss goes up to the hoop, and a blocking foul is called. Going all Air Jordan on that one. He took off from a good distance, and he drew the foul. Good play.
And we see many people here tonight with some excellent YU swag, which you can get yourself at the YU store.
And you could find that on the Max Live website, YUMax.com. And Weiss hits the first free throw.
So yeah, we see a little bit better shooting tonight from the line. So that is always definitely good to see. They've been working on that.
It's a good sign. It's 22-20 now. As Weiss misses the second one, but he gets the rebound. Oh, but it's stripped by Austin Jones, who goes the other way. One-on-one with Ione, who draws the charge.
Excellent play there to get back. Draw the foul, and the crowd loves it. Ione there giving himself up, taking the charge, get the ball, possession back to the Max.
And it will be Eitan Potash going up for YU. He shouts out some instructions, takes it one-on-one against Siegel. Gives it to Weiss. Hode pump fakes, gives it back to Weiss. Weiss in the paint, back to Potash. Potash puts it up, off the back rim. Good rebound by Siegel, and he brings it the other way. Hagmeyer with it. Stolen by Joseph Amar. In transition, it's a 2-on-1 to Potash. Oh, just misses the mark, but good rebound by Amar. And Hode will reset with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 6 minutes left in the first half. Sarah Lawrence still holding a 2-point lead. Potash now back to Hode. Hode dances around, gives it to Amar, who puts up a three, and it just misses.
There again, we see YU going back to the three. They live and die by the three, as we've seen many shots taken behind the arc already tonight. And they're going to have to convert more of those if they're going to stay behind the arc tonight.
And they know that that's part of their strategy. If there's a night that they're not hitting, it's going to be tough for them to pull out a victory. Tonight we've seen a few made three-pointers, but we're looking to see some more luck out of Amar. And Sarah Lawrence deciding who inbounds the ball will be number 42, Matt Garrick, who has the inbound duties. Yeah, and he hands it off to Gabe Eng. We'll get things started for the team in green, Sarah Lawrence. Potash. Oh, and he goes up. That was Garrick with a good basket around traffic. And YU will start the other way. Judah Cohen with the ball now. Cohen gives it to Weiss. Weiss back to Potash. And he gives it to Jamie Capel, who draws a foul. He's a freshman from New York. And he will go to the line.
Yeah, once again, we see the 10th foul by Sarah Lawrence. So YU's playing hard, drawing the fouls, and is a very inspiring start on that end.
Capel was a Yeshiva High School star at Ramaz and took his talents to Yeshiva University. And the freshman is getting some playing time here late in the first half. We have 5 minutes and change to go. Looking at his second free throw now. And he hits that second one. So YU down just 3.
Here we go again with the press defense, leaving a couple guys open up front.
And it will be Garrick. Back to Siegel. Siegel to Eng. Players on Sarah Lawrence trying to find some open ground. Good defense by YU, and a steal there by Michael Hayone, and it will be James Capel to start the other way. Gives it to Cohen. Back to Weiss. Weiss looking over his options.
Yeah, it looks like YU has adjusted their defense to block the lane, which Sarah Lawrence was going in so easily before. They were running down the clock on them there on that.
And Mikey
drive.
Berg gives up his body to get that ball off the ground. Judah Cohen splashes a three-pointer, and we're tied up with 4.5 minutes to go in the first. Great rebound there by Mikey Berg, who flung it from his backside. Found Michael Ione, who found Judah Cohen, who hits a three with a defender in his face. Owen Berg almost forces a steal there.
Cohen has been an excellent addition to the team this year and has been able to increase that three-point percentage for the team, and we'll be looking to include more tonight.
And it will be Garibaldi puts one up from the paint and a fight for the rebound. Garrett comes out with it. Good offensive board by Sarah Lawrence. Eng trying to set things up for his team. YU not giving a lot of room. Nobi Radislavljevic with the right hook, no good. Taken by Shai Weiss, who brings it the other way.
Yeah, we saw a couple drives there, even though they got the offensive rebound. They're not giving them any easy baskets now, running down the clock on Sarah Lawrence. And you could see they're getting a little frustrated now.
And another foul is called. Judah Cohen will be taking shots.
At the line, shooting 2 for the max, number 22, Judah Cohen.
Cohen also has had his share of struggles from the line, shooting only 56%. So we'll see here if he can take the lead for the max at 24 all.
First one, a little bit short. He'll look to correct that. And Judah misses both. And we are still tied here in the first half. Sarah Lawrence looking to grab the lead. It's up for grabs here. Eng gives it to Siegel. And now Garrick has a big height advantage, but decides to pass it out to Eng. His three-pointer just misses, and it's going the other way. And a timeout is called by YU with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first half. We're deadlocked at 24, and this has been a tight game. We know that Sarah Lawrence, they had a rough season last year, going 0-18. They dropped both of their games to YU last year, but they have a lot of fight this season.
Yeah, you could see they came out strong, having a lead, but it looks like almost that Sarah Lawrence is getting a little frustrated with their fouling. YU has been making the adjustments needed, and I think YU going forward has figured out to an extent by blocking the lane, forcing the outside three that did not go down just now for Sarah Lawrence.
And I had a feeling that Yeshiva, they looked a little apprehensive at first. They were losing the handle on the ball, giving up easy baskets, but they really tightened up. Maybe it was the atmosphere of this close to capacity crowd and the Max Madness aura of the game. But they've really righted the ship, and they are tied up now. And Pianica gives it to Ayon, who gives it to Cohen. Down low to Pianica. He loses the handle, and it goes to Weiss. Weiss now. Down low to Berg. Oh, he tries to muscle his way to the hoop, but he gets denied, and it will be Sarah Lawrence's ball. Tight defensive coverage down low for the Griffins.
Yeah, they were able to drive in, get a off-balance shot up, but they definitely will be looking for more open shots going forward.
Judah Cohen almost forces a steal, but the Griffins are deep in their coverage. Siegel tries to go up, and he gets denied by Mikey Berg. Mikey Berg tries to finagle his way into the opposite end. He gets stopped, but to no avail. Judah Cohen's there.
Looks like some confusion on the offense there with Mikey Berg yelling out some instructions for the squad.
Berg now, down low, gives it to Pianica, looks over his options, tries to force it down low, and it will stay in that territory. He was trying to feed that to Berg, but didn't have enough room.
Only 6 on the shot clock. YU will look to take a quick shot here, and 2 minutes remaining at a tie game at 24.
And it's been tied for a little while. We'll see what team wants it. Hayon's shot just misses, and Austin Jones goes the other way for Sarah Lawrence. Garrick now spins, and it's a blocking foul on Yeshiva. Mikey Berg, to be specific.
Yeshiva foul number 0.
Fans are not happy, thinking he was set there, sacrificed his body. He's not happy with the call. We have a little booing here from the fans, thinking it should have been a charge.
That was successful earlier for Yeshiva when they drew a charge, but that time the referees decided he wasn't set, and Sarah Lawrence maintains possession.
And we hear Coach Amer of Sarah Lawrence yelling out instructions to be harder in the press, to be bigger out there.
And it will be Austin Jones with it. Good defense by Weiss. Feathers it along to Garrick. O'Connell He gives it back to Garrick. And not a lot of room. YU is very feisty in their defensive coverage. And Garrick still has it. Running out of time on the clock. Puts one up, no good. He didn't have much of a shot there. Great defense by YU.
Standing tall in the paint is exactly what YU needs.
And Amar puts one up in his foul, so he'll go to the line. And we're looking to see a team get to 25 points.
Third personal foul.
There we see Amar trying to do something not usually part of his game, going off the dribble. He's more usually the three-point specialist that this team relies on. And here now he'll be shooting 2, and he's also struggled with only a 40% free throw percentage this season so far.
Amar has a couple of big three-pointers to keep YU in the game. And we have a lead here. It's 25-24 YU.
Great to see YU take the lead with 1:12 to play to go into halftime up, hopefully. And we could see now if Omar could make that a 2-point lead.
And going into halftime with a lead, that's got to be a big satisfaction for a team in a close game to just have the lead going into the next half. Kind of changes your game plan a little bit, maybe gets the other team on their heels. And YU a little too aggressive on the defense, and they get called for a reach-in.
Yeah, despite the Griffins' record last year and their early season struggles, they have won a couple games in 8 trips, and they're a hungry team. They've had some new additions, and they're looking to get that win tonight. So any lead is a good lead, but especially going to a half on a strong end is what YU will be looking for here in the last minute of play.
And Garrick will be the one shooting free throws. Misses the first one, and it'll be YU basketball. Weiss gives it back to Potash, who puts one up. That one's no good. Big rebound by Weiss. And draws the foul call, and he will go to the line.
Griffin's foul, number 24.
Big offensive board with less than a minute to play. We have 55 ticks left. Looking to extend YU's lead, they're up 2. And that was an impressive rebound in traffic, able to find the ball and close his hands on it.
Yeah, not just get the rebound, but also to draw the foul there.
And that first shot, the ball takes a couple trips around the rim before deciding to plop. YU hoping to make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, nothing more you can ask for than for YU to close the half strong. They were down a bit in the middle of the half, struggling early on, but these last few minutes they've really taken control of the game, and the Griffins have looked very disheveled.
And YU looks like it was great suffocating defense, but perhaps a little too suffocating. Eitan Potash gets called for the foul. And YU coach talks it over with the referee, maybe a disagreement.
Yeah.
It will be Garrett going to the line for 2.
As we mentioned earlier, Sarah Lawrence is a lot better at the free throws, so ideally YU should look to try to keep them out of the line. 77% shooter there, misses that. But going forward, keeping them making those tough shots.
Judah Cohen goes in with his left hand. He gets denied with a heavy hand of O'Connell, but it will be YU's basketball. A 14-second disparity between the shot clock and the game clock. The inbound pass goes to Amar. Amar cross court to Weiss. Weiss bounces the ball a little bit. Takes a few steps in, and he drives off the board and in. 20 seconds left now. Sarah Lawrence looking to end the half with a basket. They have 15 seconds left. Now we're down to 10. It's Ing with the ball. Potash with the defense. Ing goes in with his right hand, puts up a shot with 2 ticks left, and it goes in. And that's how we end the first half. YU has a 29-26 lead over Sarah Lawrence. Yeah, and that was a good first half by YU, I'd say.
Yeah, the three-point lead going to halftime. Obviously not as high as a team would like, but any lead is a good lead in today's day and age.
And yeah, they've really righted the ship. At first, they're giving up some easy baskets, and now it looks like Sarah Lawrence has to really put in an effort just to get to the hoop. So we like to see that out of the home team.
Yeah, they've been forcing the hard shots on Sarah Lawrence, not giving them anything easy, making them run down the shot clock, and I think that has led to some frustration even on the Sarah Lawrence side as they're not doing what they want to do, and it's been a very good job by the Max on that end.
Offensively as well, they've had great ball movement, and they forced Sarah Lawrence to really get into foul trouble early, and they struggled a little bit from the line. They've missed some opportunities, but if they could keep doing that in the second half, they're in good shape.
Yeah, so I mean, they've been drawing the fouls offensively. They're not settling for the three-point shot as they were in the first few minutes. And we're going to put it on midcourt as they are having some sort of halftime show. Looks like the YU Lady Max, who had played earlier in the evening, a disappointing loss to Old Westbury. Yeah, they've shown some signs of progress this year. Tuesday night they had a very strong showing at the College of New Rochelle, losing at a very tough game there at the end, but they're showing some great growth this year as they look still for their first win.
And they look very high-spirited.
Julia averaged 14.3 points per game.
And here now,
2 rebounds, 3.3 assists, and 2.3 steals.
This team is very excited as one of their seniors is being honored here tonight, Julia Owen from Seattle.
Julia also put up 2 double-doubles, 1 triple-double, scored in double figures in 14 games, and scored a career-high 36 points in her game against the College of New Rochelle.
Julia has been a leader for this Lady Max team now for years with her double-doubles, triple-doubles, and here she's being enshrined into the YU Max Hall of Fame.
All-American by the Jewish Sports Review.
And she is an All-American according to the Jewish Sports Review.
To come out and accept the award.
And we love to see that. The YU Lady Max, they put in a good effort every season, and one of their hardest working players gets some fine award there. We are all proud of her.
Looks like she has some family here also to celebrate with her this momentous, her parents here for this award. A very happy team cheering her on.
2014-15 All-American.
2014-2015 All-American Julia Owen.
And she's mobbed as the team there.
And they're doing a little bit mosh pit for her to celebrate this occasion.
And
nope, they don't want to risk injury. Did not pick her up there.
A lot of games left to the season. So we're 29-26. YU has the lead. We're here at halftime, and we'll be back after this commercial break. And welcome back to Baruch College, where YU holds a 3-point lead over Sarah Lawrence College heading into the second half. And Moshe, what are your thoughts on the first half of play here?
Yeah, as we said going into halftime, I think we saw a different side of YU in the second half of the first half than the beginning part. They were closing down the paint on Sarah Lawrence, forcing shots for them. And for YU themselves, once again, they're living and dying by the three-point ball. They made 5 of 10, so that's been very positive for them, but they're only shooting 32% overall, so they're going to want to increase that number if they want to be successful here in the second half.
And it's been an uncharacteristically quiet night for Shelby Rosenberg of YU. He wasn't on, he was only on for about 9 minutes and hasn't hit a shot yet. So maybe they'll try to work him the ball some in the second half. We could see for that on Sarah Lawrence. Hagmeyer, number 23, he's also only been on for 9 minutes, hasn't done much. Would you be surprised to see these two get incorporated more in their respective games?
Yeah, I mean, Shelby, obviously, a lot of the offense flows through him, but we've seen Shia Weiss 3 of 4 tonight, hitting free throws, so I don't think it has to necessarily go through Shelby. They don't need to force it, they have other options, which is a great thing for this team.
That is very encouraging to see. And we have a minute and a half left, and we'll bring you the second half of this great Max Madness competition right after this commercial break. And we're back here at this Max Madness game between the Yeshiva University Maccabees and the Sarah Lawrence Griffins. YU holds a 3-point lead coming out of halftime as both teams finish up their halftime messages from their coaches. And we'll look to see what adjustments each team has made.
Yeah, Coach Steinmetz must be impressed with the way his team responded after going down a little bit early on. Just a final few words there. We see the court coming back out here for YU, and they're going to look to just try to put this thing away as quick as possible. They don't want to give Sarah Lawrence too many opportunities to come back here and get this crowd back into it after this break.
And Sarah Lawrence starts out with the ball. Malin Siegel on the inbound, gives it to Wyatt Rushlow, and that's how we'll start the first half. Gillerin goes hard to the hoop, draws a foul, so he will shoot 2. And a good start for Sarah Lawrence. They were having a ton of trouble getting down low against YU in the first half, and there they create a good opportunity right away.
Yeah, once again we see the height differential come into play here. Gillerin's a tall guy. He shoots very well at 80%, so his first ones of the night here to try to put Sarah Lawrence within 1.
That one's good. YU a quick sub as Mikey Berg slams his mouth guard against the floor in frustration. In for him is Michael Hayone. And Gillerin hits them both, so it's a 1-point game. YU has their first possession of the half.
Be interesting to see here what YU does on this first possession, if they go back to the outside shot or if they're going to go to try to drive in and break down the paint.
And Jordan Hode has point guard duties, gives it to Shai Weiss. Now Hayone with it. Shelby Rosenberg on the court. He has the ball now. He almost loses possession, finds it, gives it to Jordan Hode with 1 second on the shot clock. No good. And a fight for the ball. It's being tipped up and finally grabbed by Rushlow.
Yeah, we see some excellent defense by Radoslavich on Shelby, shutting him down tonight. Touched that one shot, and there he had some more trouble trying to get a hand on the ball and to score there.
And now it's Siegel. Gives in to Radoslavich. Now Gillerin back to Radoslavich. It's good. And just like that, Sarah Lawrence with another hot start. They're up 1 now, 30-29. Hode looking to get it going.
4-0 run here by Sarah Lawrence to start the half as YU looks to come back here.
Hode draws a reach-in foul. And YU will take it from the side. Weiss feeds it to Hayone and receives it right back. Gives it to Hode. Hode, tries to give it to Weiss, but no one was home. Rushlow the other way to Radoslavich. But a good poke by YU. And reaching for the loose ball was Hode. He gets fouled. Radoslavich slow to get up.
For Stefan Radoslavich. His team's second.
Tuffles is there a little bit as he goes back on defense. He didn't agree with the call, but Obi Hode with the basketball.
Yeah, not the start YU want to come out of the half. Trying to hopefully cut their 4-0 run here to start the half and to regain the lead with 18 to play.
Rosenberg now underneath the hoop, throws it out. Good movement. Amar for 3. And it just misses. But a foul is called on Matt Garrick. So YU will keep the ball.
3 quick fouls here now for Sarah Lawrence as YU is continuing to play hard, getting the fouls, and it is seeing some frustration being shown on the faces of Sarah Lawrence as these fouls continue to pile up for them.
And YU got 9 points from the charity stripe in the first half, and there are already 4 fouls on Sarah Lawrence in the second half. And listen, I know it's holiday season, it's Hanukkah, but no reason for Sarah Lawrence to give us these gifts like that.
Yeah, Radoslavich is disappointed.
And it will be Rosenberg with the ball. Tries to force it up, instead gives it to Hode for a long 3, just short. Amar can't control the rebound, and it goes off of Amar, so Sarah Lawrence gets the ball back.
There we
17:50 to go.
There we see another outside shot by YU, they've done very solid in the first half, hitting 5 of 10, but now they're 0 for 2 to start this half. They might going to try to start driving into the basket and breaking down the defense of Sarah Lawrence.
And a shot from the corner. That was Giller, and it doesn't fall, and YU will get the ball back. Parker Hagmeyer back on the court, number 23 for Sarah Lawrence, is called for the foul. And just like that, Sarah Lawrence up to 5 fouls in the half. We're not even 3 minutes in. 2 more until YU hits the bonus. Amar gives it to Hayon, tries to force his way in, but it is Hagmeyer with the rebound going the other way. Garrick back to Hagmeyer. Oh, a pretty give and go play.
There we see Hagmeyer back out there. He has been a star for Sarah Lawrence this year. Just last week he was named the Metropolitan Basketball Writers Association's Men's Division 2 or 3 honorable mention. And he has shown some great strengths for Sarah Lawrence this year.
And earlier in the season, Hagmeyer put in a great effort in a loss against St. Joseph's, and a big basket there. That was Garrick, and he's going to the line.
Yeah, Hagmeyer again there on that assist. He was a 2-time Rookie of the Week for the Skyline Conference. He was the first Sarah Lawrence player to have a triple-double with 11 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. And that's one of only 3 Division III players this year to have that. So he's definitely a skilled player, first year here. So going forward, he'll be key for this team.
And YU now brings Justin Hode and Judah Cohen onto the court for more, hoping to get a bit of a spark on the offense, get a little bit more creative.
Yeah, YU has yet to score here, now being down 9-0 this half. So they're looking for anything, someone to hit something to get themselves back in this game.
Weiss gives it to Hode, who loses control, and it's going the other way. Rushlow with it. He receives some men, and Garrett goes hard to the hoop, and he hits a basket. YU now down 8. Judah Cohen with it. Cohen sets the men up the way he wants. Gives it to Hode, the Justin version, who gives it along to Ione, back to Cohen. Cohen gets a pick, gives it to Hode. Hode to Weiss. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Weiss with a nice move along the baseline.
There we go. The crowd cheering on the Max, getting the 2 points here, give them something this half as YU now looks to clamp down on defense.
YU's first basket of the half. Almost get that loose ball. It's Garrick. That shot doesn't fall, but Garrick's been great in the second half for Sarah Lawrence. Judah Cohen, he had Hayon down court open, but he opted to hold it. Now Weiss trailing the play, gives it to Rosenberg, who pumps, drive, shoots, and it's good! 37-33.
First points of the night for Shelby, as he is now 1 for 2. Getting him going will be key.
Rushlow now goes hard, up and good. A great play there by Rushlow.
Yeshiva foul number 15.
Gets the foul as well.
First, team's third.
YU has now allowed 2 or 3 of these half of these 3-point plays, and they can't keep giving up these baskets while still fouling them.
Rushlow's had an impressive night so far, looking to cap off that nice play, and he does. And it's a 7-point deficit for the Yeshiva.
Right now, Sarah Lawrence is just hitting everything. They're 50% free throw shooter is hitting this free throws, so they're gonna have to look to do something different on defense because what they're doing right now is not working.
Hode gives it to Rosenberg, gives it to Cohen. Now it's Weiss with it. 7 seconds left on the shot clock, and another nice basket.
There we see Shia Weiss once again following his game plan, going hard into the paint, penetrating the defense, and getting those easy layups.
And on the other end, Gallerin couldn't make that basket. A fight for the loose ball, and Rosenberg comes out with it, and it's going fast the other way. It's Weiss with it. Weiss to the basket. It's good! 42-37.
Crowd is pumped up with 2 back-to-back Shia Weiss lay-ins. And here they got the ball back again on the steal.
And it's the Festival of Lights, and Shia Weiss is lighting up the scoreboard tonight for YU. Rosenberg now goes it across. Guetta to Weiss. Weiss has the hot hand of late. Guetta puts up a 3, and it's good! And we are tied up again. YU claws back into this lead. A 7-0 run for YU. Sarah Lawrence looking for some type of response.
Yeah, this crowd is pumped up. Sarah Lawrence now missing shots, getting frustrated.
And a foul called on Justin Hode going for that rebound. So Sarah Lawrence will maintain possession. And now a timeout is called by Sarah Lawrence, and they need an answer for this Yeshiva surge.
Yeah, they came out very strong, just like in the first half. But once again, YU has made the necessary adjustments.
Sarah Lawrence calls a full timeout. Who wants a t-shirt?
And we will be back right after this break. And welcome back here at Max Madness. We have a great game going on between YU and Sarah Lawrence. We're tied at 40 with 13 and a half minutes to go in the second half. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Yosef Robert alongside Moshe Linfield. And we've had a very close game. Both teams going on good runs. And YU's put in a good effort the past few minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, we saw also the early fouls by Sarah Lawrence, 5 in the first couple minutes. They haven't fouled since then, so they've looked to become more disciplined here, and they've...
And one, that was Matt Garrick again. He's had a couple of those plays. That was a nice feed, though, by Parker Hagmeyer.
Basket is good.
And another potential three-point play there. Great timeout usage by Sarah Lawrence. They come out with a great play design, find the open man, and he hits the basket.
Yeah, after dominating those first few minutes, YU went on a quick 7-0 run, and Coach Amer had enough, called the timeout, got his team focused again, and they came out with the 2 points there.
The Max dodged a bullet as he missed that free throw, and they'll have possession for the ball now. In for the Yeshiva University is Yosef Rosenthal, number 20. He is a captain of this team, a leader amongst these men. And Sarah Lawrence will get the ball. 13 minutes and 7 seconds. It's 42-40. The Griffins have the lead. Wyatt Rushlow gives it to Hagmeyer, and it's going the other way pretty quickly. And Sarah Lawrence has not been shy about putting the pace up against the zone, and YU will do the same. It's Weiss. Gives it to Rosenthal. That 3 is no good. Rebound there by Garrick, and he'll start up with it the other way.
Yeah, after having some long possessions there, the Max opted for a quick 3-point shot that did not fall.
And Eng finesses his way down low and floats that one up and in. That was a nice basket. It's 44-40 now. Sarah Lawrence with the lead. Judah Cohen shouting out directions. YU looking to get some points. Rosenberg with it. Rosenberg gets it down low, up and in. Rosenberg finds a way to get underneath the hoop and directs that ball in. And Rosenthal forces a steal, and a foul is called on number 13, I believe, Wyatt Rushlow. Looks like he stuck out his leg and tripped Cohen.
He can't believe it.
And it looked pretty obvious to me from the floor. His only defense was to kick up his leg, and that was enough to trip up Cohen, who would have had some real estate to put in a basket. That was some great defense, though, by Josef Rosenthal to force that one free.
And the Griffins are getting some guidance here, and they look very frustrated once again with another foul they thought they didn't do. And getting in the head mentally, we have to, YU hopes will help deteriorate their offense, make them make more mistakes, turn over the ball more, which will be beneficial to the Macs going forward.
Cohen hits the first shot. Cohen standing out there all alone after the foul, looking to tie up this game, which he does. Big shooting. YU keeps possession of the ball.
Yeshiva will retain the ball.
Coach Amer was not happy with that foul, and still YU has the ball tied up, looking to take the lead here with 12 minutes to play in the second half.
Big possession for YU, looking to capitalize on that foul. It's Weiss down low. Oh, he can't get it to go. It's Hagmeyer with the rebound. Weiss had that working for him all night. Made another nice move, and it was there for him, but just bounces out. Garrick gives it to Rushlow, to Hagmeyer. Hagmeyer draws a foul, it seems.
Yeshiva foul number 21, Tal Guetta. His second.
That foul was on Guetta.
Now YU has one foul to give before Sarah Lawrence will be in the bonus, with 11:41 to play here in this tight game where free throws down the line will seem to be the key for whichever team will win tonight.
Just as an aside, the coach for Sarah Lawrence just wanted to dispose a cup from a nice distance, and he just missed by a little bit. His team has been a little bit more successful than he has with the shooting so far tonight. Rushlow inbounding underneath the hoop. Gives it to Eng from beyond the three-point line, and he nails it.
They just let him wide open there for that three, and they can't do that in this tight game. Just because they've been driving doesn't mean they're afraid to take the three, despite their 3 shots in the first half, and here the first one here.
A big shot by freshman Gabe Eng from Brooklyn, New York. One of the only local boy on this squad.
1-1.
And YU, and you know, we said that they had to hit these free throws during the game, and they're going to have more opportunities. Jordan Hode will have his now.
Yeah, about the Sarah Lawrence team, as we said earlier, they're a very traveled team. They went to play 2 games in California earlier this year, split, and they have 4 Californians themselves, so once again we see a very diverse group of players here tonight from the visiting side.
And Hode looking to make it 2 for 2. And he just misses his mark there. Sarah Lawrence instructed to take it slow here. Eng, who just hit a huge 3 moments ago, gives it inside to Hagmeyer, drops it to Rushlow. Rushlow taken closely by Weiss. Rushlow, nifty pass down low, and it's good. That was Gillerin. A big basket by the Sarah Lawrence captain. And Hode takes a step in, takes a step back to relook things. Rosenthal now hit a big 3 earlier, gives it to Weiss. Weiss to Berg. Berg, good move along the baseline.
Brings it within 2 there. As we said earlier, this is a huge game for the Macs after starting 0-2 in the Skyline Conference, won the next 2. And they're looking to make the playoffs this year again, and they think they could do some trouble there. But if they don't win tonight, they're going to start questioning a lot of what's been working for them, and they definitely need to win tonight.
And on Sarah Lawrence's end, they're 0-4 in conference play, so they need this win to remain competitive in the division, in the conference. That long rainbow shot at the shot clock expires was no good.
There we go, exactly what we need from the Max. Some shutdown defense, force them to take the shot as time is expiring, is what's going to have to happen here in this last half, these last 10 minutes of this game.
Code gives it to Rosenthal. Didn't see much time in the first half, but coach is going with him in this one. Berg, he's able to finagle that one into the hoop. That was a nice play from a rough angle. And we're tied up once again.
Rosenthal brings a great veteran presence to this team. He knows what he doesn't get. Ooh,
and that one's stolen by Weiss. Goes the other way to 3-on-1. Weiss with it. Tries to make his way to the hoop and draws a foul. So it's a 1-and-1 for YU. Good play by Weiss there, addressing the issue. You know, he had men going the other way, drove hard to the hoop and drew the foul.
Yeah, as I was interrupted by the steal there, Rosenthal brings a quality that he doesn't get affected in these situations mentally by these swing saw games with the fouls this way and that way. So it's great to have him on the court to lead these guys tonight.
Weiss from the line, who's I think impressed everybody in this building by the way he's been playing. He hits that first shot. And that is the first lead in the half for YU, who entered the half up 3. It's been very back and forth so far. Both teams going on impressive runs, and Weiss hits them both.
Yeah, Sarah Lawrence has had to bench some of their starters due to some foul trouble, and as we see some coming in shortly for Coach Amer. So that has been key, keeping those guys off, and now when they come back on, we'll see how YU can respond.
Hagmeyer takes a step back. That shot's no good. Big rebound there by Pienica. And Hode going fast. Didn't have much of an option to do anything, so he pulls back and looks for something else. Gives it inside of Berg, who's had a few shots late. And Berg puts it in. Great play as he shimmies his way under the basket, finds some space, and he extends this lead. It's a 4-point lead with 8 minutes 52 seconds left in regulation.
Yeshiva ball.
And YU has all the momentum now. Sarah Lawrence not able to stop them. Berg is having his way in the paint, and things are coming up YU.
Yeah, just very much like the first half, YU has seen what Sarah Lawrence has done to adjust, and YU has been better at making those adjustments. And Sarah Lawrence has once again looking to get something going here, but
Pienica now can't quite control the ball, and it will be Sarah Lawrence's possession. Hagmeyer inbounding. And we see the press again from YU. It's worked sometimes, it has in others. It stalls Sarah Lawrence momentarily, but they're in YU zone now. Eng gives it along to Siegel. It's Hagmeyer now. Hagmeyer puts up a shot. Doesn't go in. That's the second time he's tried that little step back shot, and second time he's missed.
Once again, YU is getting Sarah Lawrence to go down on the shot clock, making them take a shot that they might not necessarily want to take by having that strong presence inside.
And Berg gives it back to Weiss. He gets fouled. Tries to take it along the baseline, but gets restricted by Eng. So Weiss looking to add to his impressive stat total now.
Double bonus.
It's double bonus for YU. And Weiss taking his first shot here. And he hits it. So it's a 5-point lead now for YU. And he hits them both.
Exactly what YU needed there. 2 free throws with only 7:40 to play to bring the lead up to 6 and to try to build this lead.
And Siegel puts up a 3. That's no good. Big rebound by Hagmeyer. His shot doesn't go. and it's going the other way.
Shia Weiss is not only getting it done at the line there, he also grabbed that rebound to bring it back for the Max here.
And Berg goes up left-handed. A nice play by Berg. 57-49 YU with 7 minutes and change to go.
We see here YU is not folding under the pressure as Sarah Lawrence is not being able to handle it as well. In a close game here with 7 to play.
Rushlow gets called for steps. Wanted a foul call, but took one too many there, and a timeout is called by Sarah Lawrence. They are in need of some kind of regroup there.
Here, this is where it's going to come important for the seniors to take over, as they have the experience closing out games, while Sarah Lawrence, a very young team, a lot of potential for the future, they have not won many games, and only their second year here in the Skyline, so they're not used to these close games here at the end. So we'll see how they're able to come out here with 7 to play, but it looks very promising now for YU, and we're going to head to a commercial break here with
And welcome back to this edition of Max Basketball, where YU holds on to a 57-49 lead over Sarah Lawrence Griffins with 7 minutes to go in regulation. YU has really put it on recently, but there's a turnover right out of the timeout by Rosenberg.
not a typical night for Rosenberg. They're giving up another pass.
And it'll be Garrick. Gives it to the corner to Rushlow. That's no good. A couple of Max there to grab that rebound. Ho takes it the other way. And we mentioned this earlier before the break that Sarah Lawrence, it's just our second year in the Skyline Conference. And I guess you're what we could consider late bloomers. They were an all-girls school until 1968 when they became co-ed and men were added. And they applied for membership to the NCAA Division III in 2011. And this is actually the first year full membership. They have a 4-year provisional membership, and that is over. And this year they have full rights like voting and national championship eligibility. They're able to apply for grants and funds. So it's a big season for them, and they've been better. But YU having their way with Sarah Lawrence in this half. And they're just toying with them almost.
Is in it now too. Crowd is excited. One of the fan favorite here for the Max.
And Garrick. It's Rushlow now. And another charge is called. Jordan Hode draws that charge. And it seems like Sarah Lawrence is running out of ideas on offense. Tough to create something, and YU gets the ball back.
13, Wyatt Rushlow is fourth.
Some subs coming in now. Hagmeyer and Eng for Sarah Lawrence. Potash coming in for YU. 5 minutes, 47 seconds left in regulation. YU with a 10-point lead, its largest of the night. Hode gets by the press there. Berg swings it out to Pienica. Thinks about a three, decides to drive instead. And some hacks there. Play continues. Gillerin gives it to Eng. And Potash a little too excited there, reaches in.
Yeshiva foul, number 11, Eitan Potash. His second, team's 8th foul.
So Eng going to the line, and Sarah Lawrence has to capitalize here. They got to take points when YU gives it to them.
Yeah, Eng has been excellent all year from the line, 88% shooter coming into tonight's game, and he looks to get a couple back here and bring this YU lead down to 7, 8.
But that shot does not fall, so YU gets the ball back. Big rebound by Pienica. It's Ho doing the controlling now. Some nifty maneuvers to get it to Pienica. Down low to Berg. He gives it to Rosenberg. Rosenberg in the paint, shuffles it out. Now it comes back to Hode with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hode, oh, a nice play to get the ball up to the hoop, and the ball goes off of Gillerin, so YU maintains possession.
An excellent play there by Hode to get his own rebound there, get the ball back for the Max to give him another possession here as time is winding down here for Sarah Lawrence to come back into this one.
And they'll reset. Last possession, YU just kind of played with Sarah Lawrence as Rosenberg puts one in. Posts up and dumps it in. 61-49. That pass is almost air-mailed into the booth, but Hagemeyer was able to gain control of it. It is Siegel with it now. Hagemeyer loses control, up ahead to Rosenberg. He's all alone. Oh, not quite the slam dunk the fans were looking for, but a nice finish to a nice play. Hagemeyer the other end. Gillerin puts up a three, no good, but a rebound there by Radoslavich. Another three-pointer, no good.
It seems now as if the Sarah Lawrence is getting desperate here, taking these threes. They're throwing them up left and right. None are getting hit. And we can see now a 14-point lead for YU as the desperation shots are not falling for Sarah Lawrence with 4:13 to play here in the second half.
At last fast break, it looked like Shelby Rosenberg was all alone. He had the time. The fans were waiting for it. We didn't mention it, but we're also looking, maybe a dunk there, but he opts to just lay it in. He's not shy. He dunked in the first game of the season. He's fully capable. Fans probably feel a little cheated out of a cool moment there, but hey, 4:13 left, a 13-point game. Maybe we'll see it again.
Yeah, it's great to see Rosenberg scoring a few points here late in the game after having a rough first half.
Radoslavich hits them both. And it is now just a 12-point game. And Judah Cohen, the reverse layup is good.
Fans love it. Excited with the back layup there by Judah Cohen, and here comes Sarah Lawrence looking for something as they are running out of time.
Radoslavich, a nice spin move. Can't get that to fall, but it's Hagemeyer with the rebound down low. Rolls it out back to Gillerin. Now it's Eng. Radoslavich with the right hand, and it's good. It's a dozen-point lead by YU. Speaking of dozen, I hope you're enjoying this game at home with a dozen donuts, jelly donuts at that, to celebrate the Hanukkah festival. From Max Live, wish you happy holidays.
Griffin's foul, number 3.
And we have been treated to a good game. YU has come out with a nice lead late in the second half. Before a while, it was back and forth. They were having some trouble with Sarah Lawrence, who were a handful at times.
Yeah, the Griffins came out ready to play tonight. They had a game plan. They stuck to it probably most of the night. But at the end of the day, YU with more experience, more knowledge in these situations have come through here late in the game.
And Sarah Lawrence, they had a rough season last year. We mentioned that, but this year also 0-4. But that's not the way this team plays. This team has a lot of fight in them. Then they don't play as their record displays. And yeah, they're competing every night. They lost on a buzzer beater against Purchase.
Fans, an important announcement.
And they lost to the defending Skyline champs by only 8. So it's not as if this team is a pushover like they kind of were last season. And they have given YU some issues.
Yeah, this team going forward is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Their freshman has already won twice the Rookie of the Week, his triple-double early in the year. Hagemeyer is going to be key to this team going forward. As they get more experience, they're going to make a dent in this conference. So as much as these given wins last year, even tonight, YU with being heavy favorites, that's not going to last much longer with this team.
And the game is not over yet. as they are only down. Sarah Lawrence is only down 12, and there's 3 minutes 18 seconds left, and we've seen them go on some impressive runs. So hopefully they're hoping that they have some spark in them left in this contest.
Yeah, the Macs are looking for a big victory here before our next broadcast and their next game, which will be Saturday night at 8:30 against Sage, the defending champs of the Skyline Conference, and it will be a tough match for these Maccabees.
Hode hits that free throw. 13-point lead. Eng, YU, relentless press. They're going to keep that with 3 minutes to go. Eng, Hagmeyer now, feeds it back to Gillerin. Gillerin off his mark. Sarah Lawrence struggling with a three-pointer. And YU takes it the other way. Gillerin coming into the night, he was their three-point percentage leader, but he has not been able to find his stroke this evening.
Yeah, as this game winds down now with just 2:45 to play, the Griffins' desperation attempts seem to be falling short, and as the time continues to wind down, a chance for a comeback is looking dimmer and dimmer for these Griffins. It does not look like their hope will last as long as 8 days like the miracle of Hanukkah.
Jordan Hode not finding what he was looking for, so he calls a timeout. He's able to do that with his comfortable 13-point lead. A 30-second timeout called. And the YU fans, night started out rough with a disappointing YU Lady Macs loss against Old Westbury, but the men's team rebounded well, and the fans look like they're in high holiday spirits.
All right, fans, let's get the wave started.
And YU finishes up their huddle, looking to close out this impressive victory. And at times it was tough for them, but they battled through some adversity tonight. We saw a lot of character from this YU team.
Yeah, these fans have been here now since 7 o'clock. These fans are excited. They're doing the wave now. They're excited for this men's seem-to-be victory coming up.
And speaking of people who've been here since 7 o'clock, the broadcast crew has been here also. They do a great job. We'd like to thank them. Yosef Frankel, Michael Osborne, Eliezer Barman, and of course, Oren Glickman, our fearless leader. He's a gentleman and a scholar. And it's an impressive crew they got here. They work hard, and it's a great broadcast. 2 minutes to go in this game. YU up 68-53. Hode taking his time.
2 minutes.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. It's Mikey Berg to Judah Cohen. Cohen going the other way. And now will be Hagmeyer inbounding. We'd like to remind our viewers
Yeshiva
that after the game we'll have a post-game show with some interviews and post-game thoughts from myself and Moishi, as that was a disappointing inbound pass by Sarah Lawrence. Eng couldn't control it, bounces right out of bounds, so YU gets the ball back.
Just a minute 45 here to play as YU looks to close out this victory here tonight for their third straight victory and go 3-2 in the Skyline Conference.
Weiss tries to get that same kind of layup where he maneuvers his way between bodies down low. That time it wasn't there for him, but oh boy, let me tell you, it was there for him tonight. He's had a whale of a game. Rosenberg with it now. He goes under the hoop, floats one up, it's no good. Hagmeyer starts with it the other way, gives it to Rodosov-Levich. But that's stolen by Cohen, who goes the other way. Picks his pocket there. And Cohen now slows it down. It's a 30-second shot clock, no need to rush. Drain some time off this clock. Rosenberg now can't get that to go, but gets his own rebound. Tries to go up strong with it again, but grabbed by Gillerin. Goes the other way.
1 minute left in regulation.
Rodosov-Levich. And Weiss tries to get away with a nice rejection there, but a bit too much contact, so Rodosov-Levich will go to the line.
Foul number 24, Shizan Weiss.
You gotta love the fight in this Max team tonight. fighting back and forth all night, and then with the last 10 minutes here in the second half, just going all at it, making the shots they need to make, playing the defense they need to do, and just making the Griffins overall very frustrated here.
And that first shot falls a little bit short. And he's A-okay with that second one. Right on the mark. Hode gives it to Cohen. Now to Berg. Back to Cohen. And 27-second disparity between the shot clock and the game clock. Cohen to Weiss. Weiss in no rush gives it back to Cohen, puts up a three, and it's good. Why not? If it's there for you, may as well take it. It's 71-54 now. Now Sarah Lawrence puts up a three, that's no good. And the shot clock is the same as the game clock, and it appears YU will just let it drip. Jordan Hode, he's just holding, and Judah Cohen now, he will just hold. Eng tries to get a last second steal there, but the fans here in Baruch College are on their feet. And a great win, YU final score 71, Sarah Lawrence 54. It's a win for the YU Maccabees.
Excellent finish there. That three-pointer Judah Cohen there to icing on the cake. As this Max got a much-needed victory tonight to improve to 3-2 in the Skyline Conference. And we're going to take a quick commercial.
Our next home game.
And welcome back here from Baruch College after this Max Madness. The YU team is victorious, a 17-point victory over Sarah Lawrence. We're joined in the booth here with Shai Weiss and Mikey Berg. Congratulations on a great win, guys.
Thank you.
So this Sarah Lawrence team, they had a rough season last year. They went 0-18 in the conference. What was they put up a good fight tonight? What was the mindset going in against this team?
Well, you can't underestimate anyone. They got a really well-coached team. They got a bunch of good players. So we just came in. We came out a little flat, but we focused on our defense second half, and Shai carried us the whole way, I would say. So it was a good game for us.
Yeah, excellent job there, guys. I want to ask, was there a change in strategy going from, there was a lot of 3 points in the first half, as opposed to the second half more, we saw a lot driving to the basket?
No, I don't think so. I think the game plan is always the same. Play aggressive, but came out a little bit flat, but we're good. We came out a little bit flat, but we're always trying to play hard, and we just came out second half on fire, you know? That's what we try to do. We're always playing hard. We just need that one stop, and it got us going.
And both teams, it was kind of back and forth for a while. Sarah Lawrence had put a lot of pressure on you guys. They had a couple of big leads. How did you guys stick with it?
you got to just stay with it. We all trust each other, and we've been practicing every day, so it really helps. Everyone's got each other's backs, and we know that even if we go through a rough stretch, someone's going to pick us up, and that's what happened tonight, and we got a good effort from everyone.
Yeah, and you got to treat, if you're up 20, you got to treat the same as you're down 15. It's always a game, especially in college basketball. Just like that, the league can change, and as you saw, we went up 15 late in the game. It was tied all game, and then we took the lead.
All right. Well, we appreciate it very much. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you for being here. It's a pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
I'm here all day.
And from us here at Max Live, I'm Yosef Robin. This is Moshe Linfield. Join us this Saturday night for another game. And for the rest of the season, there's a 17-point win, YU over Sarah Lawrence. Thanks for joining us. Happy holidays and have a good night.
Have a good night.